Hello.
Buongiorno.
Welcome. I am streaming. I am recording. I'm not always great at doing those two things.
We are not muted.
I'm not muted. Anything else?
Wow,
I'm missing
wow.
something. So I'm sorry to everyone for whatever I am actually missing.
So they can't hear you, so it's
Yeah.
presumably.
To our audience of I don't know. Hopefully one.
Me.
We got one.
Okay.
We got one.
Jordan's like me.
Well, hello. We are looking to play some Mihraen tonight. It's been a minute. We've had some sickness, some absent members. Lenny is here. He will be
In spirit, he will be remembered.
Yep.
He will. Nope. He's
Oh, you
alive.
can hear-
He's
if you're-
alive.
If you're quiet, you can hear him.
Yep. His twin, Benny.
I'm trapped inside a D4.
Not again. Cool. So
Benny's new character's name, Deke.
Unrelated.
Mm-hmm. Well, it is related. Also called Big Bro Arno. Bigger Bro Arno.
he's
Actually
2 inches taller than Jordan.
Factually.
1 inch taller than Jordan at a time.
Dude, not with the leg surgery I'm getting in Mihraen.
Oh, do you want leg surgery?
Dude, I'll do it. Yeah.
I'll make you a guy.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. I got that. Yeah.
There is certainly a guy who will say he can give you leg
He
surgery.
will break my legs, and you just gotta put more bone in the leg. That's how it works.
No, you just stretch it out a little bit, and eventually it heals back together.
True.
That was a real thing.
It is. It's
Yeah.
currently a real thing.
Yeah.
Nature.
That armor suit you wear, you can just put like little like boosters in the heels.
True. Do you think I'm not already doing that? How come you think I'm not taller than Zeke?
He started doing it once he realized he was shorter.
You can't prove that. Thank you, Caden. We got a subscriber.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
Thanks.
go. Shout out to the Prime.
Appreciate it. All right, so let's talk about the last session, session 38. What happened? It's been a month.
We met a new cult.
We did no. That was 2 sessions ago.
True.
Yeah.
This was right. Well, it's
Yeah.
not
Coming
untitled.
from the
I'll
guy
go
who
back
can't
in
remember what
my
happened
box.
last session.
I just you picked up your pencil right as you said yeah, and I just thought you were about to scribble out your notes oh, we didn't actually do that.
What else?
Jordan. I remember Jordan.
Last session was a
insisting-
mess, is what it was. That's right. Now I remember.
Insisting that Fancy Boy did not actually kill a real dragon.
Oh yeah, no, that for sure.
Yep,
Yeah.
that happened. Jordan invented J-Blades.
I didn't like
I have that written down.
It was J-Blades.
Beyblades.
Oh.
Beyblades, but better. I gave them to children.
Yep.
The only
Oh,
saving
this
grace
is
is that you all went to sleep, so we did pass some time in game.
We did.
Yeah, we did.
Well,
Zeke talked to Roland.
I'm pretty sure I could hear Heisel snoring from the other room.
Yep. That did happen.
The Cher doesn't seem to care about the golden point.
Yeah.
And there's a guy running around called the Golden Bell.
There's no word.
Who's at the fighting pits, but also he
Argo Belfast.
may be associated with no evidence, maybe other than the
Part of the
Beam of the golden.
midnight hour.
Yep. And also supposedly killed a dragon, but didn't kill that dragon.
He did. Well, he killed something. It's not a dragon.
Yeah, he killed a dragon with Mihraen.
And with
Mira Essen.
Mira Essen, who is
Mihraen.
Vera's sister. Yeah.
Mechanically, it was a young dragon, as identified, so not
Essen.
that impressive.
In German.
Wait. So did the logic just go, they didn't kill a real dragon, they didn't actually kill the dragon, and if they did, the dragon is not impressive?
Correct.
I just want to be sure about...
And even if they had killed it, it wouldn't account. Right? They didn't
Why
have a
not?
tag, 'cause they
It
didn't
still
have a
only
tag
counts
for
as
It was
Okay.
because it was the right day when they found it.
Yeah.
Because we killed him.
Yeah. We killed it, we planted it just
In which case,
liars.
There's no established hunting seasons for things, so...
There's gonna be. That's what I'm running for mayor as the platform.
Duck season, rabbit season, fire.
There you go.
So,
If you were gonna run for mayor, you should have told us. We could have killed the mayor, and then there'd have been a
So true.
vacancy.
You don't
Well,
have to
and
kill him, you just have to make him limp. That way he can run faster.
Is
Yeah,
the
sure.
son of one of the Cershire.
That's a great town bit.
Rich
yeah.
boy. He's
He's a rich
related
boy.
to...
It is.
Running for mayor.
Yeah, it is.
He is.
I'm telling you, in
Yeah.
a medieval world, that's a great idea.
What is?
I don't want to say because if Caleb uses it, it'll have so
It-
much more. It'll be so excellent.
It'll be used in a very important location
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, so you should probably not know about it.
You can watch the.
You'll
watch
probably remember until we get there, so I can't tell you.
Yeah.
We didn't do
It's
too
definitely
much.
not a minor.
We didn't make it.
minor.
Well, that was the short section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we might.
Did you
I
turn
have-
into an animal and hide on my shoulder, or was that?
yeah.
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 Was that 2
I
sessions
made-
ago or last session?
And
That
also
was last
came out
session.
from
Okay.
under the table.
That was. I think that was 2 sessions ago because that was when you met Snicker.
Who's to say?
No, that was last session, I think, because it was,
Was
right, it was after the fight.
Yeah,
and then-
the
Yeah, because
November
they
6th
ditched
was
us.
our
We
last
ended the session, and when we came back, we were in the stands waiting for him to come
Yeah,
back.
yeah. It was.
Did
they just leave?
and that guy came up and
you left.
They just go.
Well, you guys actually, we came back and looked for you.
And
Uh-huh,
the guy came up wanting to confront her about what she was pulling during the fight.
Yeah, Ruffy.
And like, where is she? I'm like, oh, she turned into an animal. She's on her shoulder. And
He didn't believe him.
and he believed me.
You
So,
didn't.
Hard to believe.
But
that
he
didn't believe.
is
There
a
you go.
guard of Rolura, Anistra, Cassandra, Harand,
Nice job. Nice job.
who's from the
Caden
Tabernacl Empire.
Do we know Caden?
Mercantile
And maybe is-
Alliance.
I'm pretty sure getting that name right took us half the
Look
session.
at that.
And also, there's a weird dwarf lady with like battery bombs strapped on her, running around looking for.
Oh,
Berthier.
yeah.
Yeah, battery bomb lady.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
The classic canon character, battery
We had Clog Mom, Clog Daughter,
Battery bomb girl.
Battery Bomb Girl.
That's good. Yeah.
That's her.
Her name wasn't important enough for Zeke, apparently, because I didn't write it down.
I think we actively chose to not engage with her. It was like, have you seen him? And we were like, no. No, it's a-
In fact, I only vaguely paid attention when she said Argo's name, and the next day I was like, huh, I feel like that weird lady with the bomb said
She might
something
know.
like that.
So, did
And
we?
then there's a fun guy at the bar named Snicker, and I think that was about it for new people.
There was one other thing. There's one other thing. Jordan, what did you do?
I made you a gun part.
Mm-mm.
No, J Blades.
I need 100% go over the gun part. I don't have that yet. But depending on how this fight goes, it might.
I do not remember.
Did you make him a laser
the
scope?
tarps.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, where I
What?
tried to negotiate my way into
Oh.
buying
Oh.
all. I tried to buy all the tarp,
Yep.
From,
and we went full Death Ray moment of I want to
You-
buy all the mirrors.
you
So that's
asked-
what was happening here.
You asked for more tarp than they had by an order of magnitude.
Right.
Yep.
Now we know
But they have it.
they do
In
have
the warehouse.
Just
It's
yeah.
in the warehouse. Yeah,
Yeah.
we did
You ta-
decide that.
You
that
talked
much-
to Baleb at the Weaver
Right.
shop. Yeah.
Yeah.
but they
Balaam. Oh
Balaam.
my god, I forgot about Balaam.
we did decide that even that much tarp was not enough to build an actual balloon because I was like on 200 square yards.
We did look
It was
up
not
and
enough.
find that it is quite an obscene amount of.
How was I supposed to know that?
Math.
I mean,
Spatial
mechanically.
reasoning.
Nah.
Look, it is really hard to go from 1 dimension to 2 dimension to 3 dimension estimating.
Look, we get to the point where it's cheaper
that
to
far.
buy the Empire. Like we just buy them out.
Is it though? I think once again you're underestimating the total area covered by an empire versus
We can
by
get into
tarp.
it again.
How much
There
tarp would
is-
it take to cover an empire?
There is no.
right.
There's no.
Probably like
We're
half
gonna
a balloon's
fly
worth.
Correct to the Balian Wall.
Right.
How big
We're
it
gonna
is.
lift the whole continent.
And move it over
There
there.
you go.
So now that everyone who's been watching knows exactly what's happening.
Well,
Yeah, is all
hold
caught
on.
up.
They're missing out on one
Oh, are they?
important piece of information.
One piece.
Does that piece have a lack of cracks?
It happens to be a characteristic of this grand city that happens to be singular pieces without cracks, without
So
pieces.
they were missing one piece. Hold on. It's canon. Correct is one piece. Or
The only there's no cracks nor creases. The only thing dividing it is
Sewers.
a large direct stretch in between two of the stones, what you might call a grand line. Not actually. That's
There
not,
are
that's
runes
not
I
canon.
still haven't seen that are downstairs.
Oh, there's a hype train.
I would have talked to you about them, but you disappeared.
I thought you were leaving.
Now only I know.
All right. Oh goodness.
Well, yeah, I think that was the campaign.
That was the session right there.
So
And we're
now that we've reviewed it, and everyone is all up to date, the most important question of the night: who gets inspiration?
I have no idea.
I'm gonna give it to Stefan for the he's on my shoulder.
I'm giving it to.
Yeah, I'm team shoulder.
I'm giving it to Reese for being poor.
That's just pity. That's just.
He's gonna need the advantage.
It was unavoidable. It just needs out of money.
Inspiration welfare. I think I'm gonna go with the initial group.
Wait,
gut
but the
decision.
tiebreaker
Good,
is
I don't
Erica.
need your inspiration.
If you had
The
used the
tiebreaker is
inspiration
Erica.
on it, I would have used my thing on you and made it a 1. We're not. That part of the story is not finished.
Okay.
Where are we?
So yeah, I'll be
We
honest.
just left the.
I know. I remember the things that you guys want to do. I do not remember where you are.
I remember basically just leaving the the bureau place where we went in to go
yeah.
take the job, and then we're told
Stonestead.
Yeah.
the job has been taken care of.
Yeah, they were just done.
Charlatans.
Put it up on the
You,
shelf.
sir, are a libertine and a cat. And I like it.
Do we know where the boy lives?
The boy who lives?
The golden boy?
Harry Potter?
No.
No, his
The
parent
golden
is
snitch.
Cedric Diggory.
Belfast.
The boy who
is
lives,
one of the
right?
Serge art, though, in some capacity.
Say again?
His dad, or mom, I guess.
So we know where
His
he lives.
family is part of the Serge art.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say we know where he lives? Yeah, I'm sure it's on public record.
It's got.
We should walk back in there and ask them.
We have the.
By the
address.
way,
By the way, after we just talked crap about this guy, I don't suppose you know his address.
Zeke, I would give you a history check.
Let's go.
Yeah. From historically.
natural 20. You have a eidetic memory and know exactly
Look what you've done.
the state of the phone book.
Hey, advantage next roll.
Who is this guy?
He knows the state of the phone book.
Well, you got an advantage going into this fight now, see?
Aha.
Yeah, see? All right.
It's a 1. If that wasn't readily apparent
I wasn't sure if it was a 1 or a 7.
to the class, if that wasn't
Yeah.
apparent, it was a 1.
But what was our list? We wanted to talk to Rich.
Oh yeah. Well, we've been
And
waiting. We've been waiting for Rich to answer our summons.
Who's Rich?
So,
our patron that we saved from fire.
Who's gonna get us a boat from?
It was arranged.
from the Bantur shipyard, you know.
She walked the dead man. She walked the no man's land between us and the guards with spears.
Jordan, I need the map in front of me, not because we're gonna be anywhere but
we need
Bantor,
it.
but
We need
because
it.
I feel like something's missing.
I agree. Hang on, I almost forgot my compass.
If there's not at least, there needs to at least be source material for Jordan and I to argue about something, just in case things get slow.
Just in case it comes up. This is literally just I didn't do it on purpose when I started, but it's this Poppy Sylvia or Pepe Sylvia. This is what this is.
This is like
What?
These are
We're
the
doing
yeah.
so good.
Yeah, these are
already.
scratch marks of a crazy person.
Exactly.
I really hope that that one
That's what
day.
the sewer walls look like.
Yeah.
One day it's all
Th-
gonna connect.
This is in my head. If our lives are a sitcom, this is where its scene changes and you're actually just in a cell, in an asylum, scrawling this on a wall.
It's no, there was water here.
What does the baleen wall mean?
My brother was over. He's like, oh, looks like one of the people who play here really likes to take notes. I'm like, well, I don't know.
I do. I just like it to reflect how my character would be remembering it in the game.
I mean, it's not the worst
But
way
you
to
just
do
think about
it.
like if you're in a meeting with someone, like you second like I think that name's gonna be important. You write down how it sounds.
Yeah.
And then you look back at it later, you're like, who's Bill? That's how it would go.
We're off to such a great start.
Yep,
We're
yep.
gonna be incredibly productive.
Yeah, especially I definitely with the so there's one of the kind of like DM personalities of the internet has this recommendation to have a hot start to the session.
We're sorry.
Yeah. Most of the time it's like, well, if you don't know what to do, send them into combat right away. And I go, okay, but I don't know. Our combats end up taking forever, so if I do that, then it's most of the session every time.
Just.
Now you've done it.
There we
These
go.
are all gonna go. Like,
Well, now they're gone.
Yeah.
Do you want to, before
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
that happens, I avoid a lot of these snacks a lot of times, and these things,
They're
I
so
have
good.
never purchased these for myself, and I get excited every time I see them.
That mom makes them.
That's even
Anyway,
more.
bulk.
That's
Erica.
even more deadly.
Or Heisel.
Yeah, like
I'm
a-
not sure
a
who's
gallon
asking.
Ziploc.
They're
I'm just
actually
if
using like
we're
good rich
if we're
white
floundering
chocolate.
for something to do.
Oh no, I have something.
You have something
Yeah,
great.
and I mean,
Do it. Do your
Jay
thing.
Blade's tournament. All right.
Did it?
I was
Heisel.
just gonna request. I was gonna like go find the trinket
Oh, we
store.
did talk about how the Shadow Realm.
go ahead and go find that trinket store. So,
Also, to be clear, the intent was tonight to see if, because the fight hasn't even been arranged yet for me and Argo. So that needs to be arranged and see if he shows up.
it hasn't been arranged, but it's been requested. You know, you've made your intent known, and it's you're within the
Micro celebrity.
within the scene of the great. If someone needs to find you to let you know, especially if you're like in the city, if you're in the city, like not trying to make yourself hidden, it's likely that someone can find you to let you know. It wouldn't be the first time that you've sort of requested a fight and then gone about your day and then had someone just come up and ask you. So Heisel would like to find a trinket store. Zeke, as the resident Bantor expert, do you go ahead and give me a history check? We'll say.
Should definitely use that advantage.
Use that
dice right
advantage.
now. So important.
Evidently. 4.
Yeah. So you
Souvenir stores
Are-
for a local.
aren't really sure if there is a souvenir store. As you ask around,
Where all the boats are at the souvenir store.
as you ask around, it seems like most people are kind of confused at the idea. Most of the travelers that come through are merchants and caravans and not, visiting Bantour just for a vacation. Like, vacation is not something that is really known thing in this world that is sort of constantly plagued by monster attacks and violence from nature itself. The idea of traveling for the sake of travel is really, really a luxury. That being said, as you wander your way through the city, you start out kind of in the city center. In this hub of government and some of the more blue collar commerce. You kind of wander your way back south to where some of the merchanting areas are. It gets a little more, white collar in the government area. It gets a little more blue collar as you work your way south. Into and even skirting some of the rougher parts of the city, but right between this kind of merchant area and rough part of the city, you see a wooden sign that looks kind of half broken. just says ban tours.
Nice.
You just pun your own world.
Guys.
It's such a bad joke.
Come on. Live a little. Let's go.
I have
Heisel.
lived a little and I want to live more.
Come on. Just like loops her arm around so you can just drag some in.
So as you
We're
go,
friends now, Zeke.
as you approach the store,
Oh no, I shot my foot.
I know the nearest hospital. Sorry.
Sorry guys, go on without me. Catch you later.
Just a spindly old lady death grip on your arm.
somehow in a mechanical grapple check, you'd be fine. In this, impossible.
I know the one. I know the type.
Look, you can be stronger than like your dad and older siblings, but they just always got you.
It's not about strength. It's not a strength versus strength check. It's a strength versus charisma check.
Yeah.
Charisma.
Get in the store. You get in the store right now.
He's got a gun.
So as you walk your way up to the door, you notice that there's actually it looks like maybe there's the remnants of a wooden plank that was in front of it that is now sort of broken. You see the one end off to the side of the door. Just looks like the store is certainly not in its best kept days, but when you get to the door, it's unlocked and you're able to open it and go on inside.
Heck yeah.
S-
on in.
I'm gonna duck under the door frame.
when you go in,
I'm like distracted by Hazel. I like hit my head.
Oh, careful. What are you doing?
In that case, I really have to duck in the door.
What's crazy about that is that if you were 1 inch shorter, you would have missed that.
Yeah, man, that ceiling is right at the worst height for us. Like, both guys that are the same height.
I like how Jordan is capitulated to not being taller anymore. Same thing. We're getting there. He's shrinking.
Jordan says it as Reese just it's low enough that you either have your head craned or are just like knees a little bit bent in here. The room overall is a pretty decent sized shop room, but there's so much stuff and stands and displays everywhere that it feels cramped. And Reese, you just feel like,
oh god, just like hitting shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait outside.
As a bigger guy, like I just like there's a certain feeling you get where you go into a store and you're just like I am only in the way. I like, and it is exactly the 5 of you in this store. There is not another person inside that you currently see, and yet you still feel like you're somehow in the way. Maybe a little less so, Jordan.
Well,
you might feel.
Again, I feel exactly as much the way as you. Same amount.
What's the first thing that I see on the first shelf?
The first thing that you see on the
else.
Is it elf?
First item.
Elf.
not enough. The first thing that you see on the shelf, actually just like right in front, are these little sculptures of what look like just kind of a simplified rendering of Bantor.
Beautiful.
As a city.
That's what you're looking for. Let's get in and get out of here.
Oh, but there's so many
No,
options.
that's the one. I know that's the best. You okay? Anything else in here? Inferior. Take that. We're out of here.
You hear a voice come from the back of the room. Hello. Oh, hi. Oh, 1 second. And you see this shape darting around behind the counter.
Battle axes.
And this woman frantic with me see here. With short, curly auburn hair streaked with gray, is dressed in just the most garish combination of colors and patterns. She has this bright, flowing blouse with blue and green, with this yellow skyline sort of abstractly scrawled across it, and then underneath it, it's this sort of brown gray tone shirt, and then this big sort of earthy green skirt with pink tassels along the side. And she looks around and she goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm looking for my glasses." Feels them on top of her head and pulls down these just like oversized glasses that sort of magnify her eyes. Oh yes. Oh well. Welcome to band tours now. But yes, welcome to the store. Are you visitors to the city?
I am.
Yes. Well, take a look around. Is there anything in particular that I can help you with? And she.
Are you still celebrating the Kaleidoscope Festival?
I'm gonna need the exact RGB values of your clothes for reasons.
What is that?
It's you can represent. Never mind.
So looking around the store, you see a number of just tons and tons of items. There's shirts and hats and pins. There's figurines of people. There's sort of wrapped up papers shoved into a crate along one side of the wall. There's the like figurines of the city that you saw when you first came in, and just a bunch of different items. But she says, the Kaleidoscope Festival. Well, we don't really specialize in holidays so much. There's another holiday store that I could point you to.
That's okay.
I'm sorry I asked.
I mean, you didn't.
That's true.
About the non-existent holiday store.
But if you would like something to commemorate your stay in the city, we certainly have items for celebrating Bantour.
What's your favorite?
What's my that's a very difficult question. We have these lovely shirts, and she sort of pulls her shirt back or her blouse back, and she says it's an abstract rendering of the architecture of Bantour, and it's just this sort of like brown with gray block pattern on it.
Are there creases?
Yes, he hasn't wrinkled at all.
None. No, absolutely not. Or we have these, and she sort of like flourishes her blouse, and it is this.
Yeah, I imagine a bunch of dust gets sent flying up.
Not from her, but from
the
yeah. It's this. It's a like sort of a bluish green with again this like skyline. What probably is meant to be Bantour, but again it's kind of abstractly done. She also says we have some lovely figurines over there on the wall over there of all the Search Art members. They're limited edition, only 5 of each in the world.
How much?
How big are they?
Can I do something vaguely threatening?
So they're about. They're about 6 to 8 inches tall, depending. The smallest one of the couple of halfling members of the Tiosandre Search Art are probably closer to 4 inches. The tallest ones are 8 inches. And they're all sort of like caricature, almost wooden carvings that are nicely painted, and they look pretty nice in their own right. And she said, "Oh, they are because of their limited edition nature. They are 2 gold apiece. But they're hand carved by one of our craftsmen right here in the city of Bantour, the greatest city on the continent."
How many of these have you sold in the last year?
2 gold apiece.
Oh well, we would never disclose our records such as that.
So they're not popular.
If you look, you count about 40, which would be 5 of the 8 different members of.
I see.
Is there what's the fake dragon guy's dad's name? Didn't
Fake dragon guy. Argo
It's
Belfast.
catching on. People are
He's
some
a phony.
people are,
He's
yeah.
a big
but
fat
that's one of his dad's one of the
People are
Searchiar,
saying.
right?
He is
I'm not
the
saying,
son
I'm just
of
saying.
a member of the Searchiar. Yes.
from me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So each one of the figures is labeled, and so if you
I
glance
would like
through,
to look for the Belfast.
yeah.
Oh, I need the Gone Speak one. I don't actually need it. Lenny wants the Gone Speak.
There is a
We
Gonspeak.
go and
Oh,
speak
of
to
course
him.
there is.
There's a Galen Gonspeak.
You go
So
speak. That's
you
what you're looking for. You
you
go speak,
looking
yeah.
through, you see the 8 members of the Teostrandre rank of the Searchiart.
Notes time.
Important lore.
Mostly they
Yes.
sort of are the Searchiart,
But
but the
also-
Searchiart is also kind of the large governing body that includes minors. Like Hodrick is still
If you looked at
a part of the Searchiart.
notes in this campaign,
Oh,
and
does
then
he
the
have a
Z-
figurine?
No.
Oh
The
man.
difference is astounding.
But there's but looking through, you find one that is labeled Estrid Belfast, who is you would obviously remember is the same last name as Argo.
Now I remember because I know who he is.
What's Estrid look like?
She is. She has long, straight black hair that goes down to kind of the middle of her back. The character that you see with this of this wooden figurine has a very flat face with a very flattened nose and a very broad chin, and the ears sort of poke out. Very flat, commanding expression, and she's she is wearing the typical attire of a Teostrandre, which is a long white robe. Hers sort of hangs straight, and the only accessory she has is a small dagger at her hip. She is also wearing.
We could take that one. Pretty sure I got like 200 pounds on her.
She's also wearing white framed glasses, as are nearly all of the figurines.
Nearly all. Who's not wearing glasses?
The only one not wearing glasses is one labeled Fenray Bantor. Fenray Bantor.
Oh.
Two first names, evil.
Her first name is Phenrey.
Fanny.
Fenray.
It's not this.
R-E-Y?
Man,
R-E-Y.
Ray.
The urge to write it down in the Zeke lack of care. Truly
At odds.
at odds.
This though you would know just because it's
Seems important.
Fenray, Fanny.
well like in being in Bantor,
Didn't the
like it'd be like
George Washington.
so these are effectively the
founders?
well no it's the current
These are congressman trading cards.
it's even more so than congressman. It'd be like your 8 presidents.
Yeah.
But Fenray is often regarded as first among equals.
That's right. The
Fenray look like?
Bancours were the ones that were the branch family that got kicked out from. That's what I was trying to remember.
Maybe they couldn't spell it last.
Because they were that clock family?
Clock family.
Right.
They were part of the founding initial family of Bantour.
What does Fenray look like? This is all very important.
I just called them the Elite Eight of Searchiart.
So Fenray
We have to fight them consecutively one at a time. No Pokemon centers.
is a
Yeah.
is the tallest figurine among them, and she is
But there's 8 of
an
them.
elf with very delicately carved features.
It is bad.
And white hair that sort of loosely falls around her figurine. She's the only one that doesn't have any glasses, any rims of glasses on her little figurine. Just really, this is the one that really, the only one that overall looks like a really pretty figure, whereas all the others are just a little bit more caricatured.
I pick up Fenrir.
I was gonna ask, because we now had the, I don't know, revelation or realization that the oh crap, what was the name of the World Wanderers? Was there the tall people that we
What are they called?
Cinder, passed for an elf
Doll.
for Dal. Dal. Could this elf be not an elf, or I don't know? I guess
You definitely
I don't know
can't
how
tell
much exposure
from
I've
this
had.
figure, right?
Fair.
But you've
How
interacted
common
with
are-
enough elves, and I believe Canilla is a half elf.
Okay.
You've interacted with enough elves. They're not super common, but there's enough around that it would be.
What's their deal in this world? Like, I guess longevity.
They're
age-wise?
incredibly long lived.
Okay.
They're similarly long lived as they are in the Forgotten Realms.
Okay. Maybe she knows what the daily law is.
So
constructed it.
again, there's 8 characters that you see. There is a Dalen Gonspec. The other name that would be of interest to the group at hand is one Marilyn Arnaud.
Interesting.
Who is a wizened old figure. The oldest of the bunch.
Hang on.
Uh-huh.
Big Bro Arno!
More like Big Bro, oh no.
Are we gonna have to talk to her?
It is a man. Marilyn is a man.
Are we gonna have to talk to him? Them? It?
Her.
Are there any instruments? Like drums or harmonica vibe?
No. Just take one step to the left. and block a little pan flute like the one sitting over there.
Go ahead and give me a investigation check.
Investigate.
How many Soteric members are there?
Ooh,
8.
15!
8 in the Teostrandre rank. It's sort of the top
Yeah.
rank of them. There's a bunch of lesser.
I meant
officials.
like the top 8.
Yeah.
Did you list all of them and I just missed
No,
4 of them?
no.
Okay.
I did not. I can if you would like, but
That's fine. I was thought I missed them, that's all.
I will say, sorry, one more second on that. Two other details that you would notice on the figurines is that Fenrir is holding a scales, like a 2-sided scales, and then Dalen Gonspec has a pile of gold coins by his feet, and then Marilyn Arnaud is just standing is posed with a smile on his face, holding out a hand as if to shake hands.
So naturally, as a citizen of this country, I'm sure I would know this, but do each of the 8 members of this group sort of each have a specialization as far as things they oversee?
Give me a history check.
I was wondering the same
No.
thing.
No.
'Cause I'm gonna give
it's-
Reese and Drent enough latitude within their characters to have not paid attention to politics in the minor town of Corette their whole lives.
I rolled
You mean that's
a 3. But I was in the military.
So that is a great point. You would be more familiar with the name Wine Grelbeat, W-Y-N-E, Grelbeat, who is standing with a
he didn't spell Grell beat. That was just like
Grelbeat, Grelbeat.
Like
sounds
wine.
two L's.
It's Groul.
No way is there
B-E-A-T.
no in there. No shot. No shot.
Grow boat.
Grow boat.
What was your complaint?
There's an O in the middle. What is that?
Growlbeat?
Gruel, what?
Grelbeat.
Growlbeat.
Like growl and then beat.
Yeah.
I initially heard Grell beat on the
Same.
record, but that's okay.
I feel like you all just translated it into something more fantasy.
what was the first
I
name?
got the growl beat. I picked up what you were putting down.
I believe in it.
You got the beat.
What was your question?
What was the first name again?
Wine, W-Y-N-E. He's a male, very older, wrinkled, portly figure. Looks like a dwarf, probably. He has sort of light hair, short light hair on his head, and a braided mustache that falls to his shoulders. But you would recognize him as the general of the Fairthane army. So
And not even like specific stuff, but just knowledge.
Yeah,
It's like,
so-
okay, everybody's got their department.
no, that's a good point. You would know. So he is a Tiastendre and is the general of the Fairthane army. So you can kind of extrapolate that. It's likely that each of these has a specialization.
I think you could say that in the shop.
I just thought it.
Oh.
What's Argo's mom's specialization? Does she have anything cool by her?
Just the dagger on her hip.
Assassination.
Who's the dagger on the hip? Fenray?
Belfast.
Esprid Belfast.
Oh, no, I did.
Do you have a favorite of the figurines?
I mean, I'm
Oh, of the Tiastendre, I could never pick a favorite. Never ever. Who speaks to you the most? You could always get a set of 8.
It's got a point.
I could?
Yeah.
I could get a set of 8. That's a possibility.
I'm looking.
That's a possibility.
I'm looking to get a set of 1, the Dalen one, but I ain't paying more than a gold for it. 9 silver, 99 copper. That works, but I just refused on principle.
Said 9 silver, 99 copper.
9 copper.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna see if I can.
There's that correct math system again.
Like, they're gonna correct me? Yep, they are. Okay.
Well, I mean, these are limited edition.
Yeah, I see that as I'm counting the boxes.
I'll tell you what. If you go with the full set of 8, I will let it go for 6 gold. How much are they? Sorry, 2 gold.
2
is
gold
it?
apiece?
Yeah,
Sorry.
you can say two.
Bro, rob this man. Take it. You said 6.
1, it's a woman.
Yeah, still.
2, she knows. Unfortunately, she knows the prices better than your humble DM. I will let them go for for 12 gold.
Or,
What
like,
about
if we
6
just
gold?
walk out, you'll get rid of none of them for 0 gold.
That is a possibility I am quite familiar with.
I can tell. It might be because your prices suck.
I'm trying to help the local economy, drum up some lively joy around this grand city. Are you a local of the city? I trust you would then love it as much as I do.
No.
No, you're not a local.
No, I'm a local. We don't frequent the same parts of the city, friend.
What parts do you frequent?
The dirty ones.
Oh, like. And you know, like you're not far
We're not
outside
far
of.
from
Yeah,
it.
yeah. It's like 5 streets west.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, okay. That's not the most glamorous of parts, but even that has its own
How many
certain.
times you go walking through there by yourself? I would say that is part of the city, would you not? And if you love the whole city, surely you go walking through all parts.
Oh,
to
I
appreciate it.
I go through.
When's the last time?
Very recently. I used to not go through because I used to have money, but now I don't, and so now I can go walking through there all I want.
That's a fair point. You got me on that one.
Well,
we
I think-
used to do tours that would go through all the different parts of the cities, go through all the
That would be
particular
great.
little
little shit
intricacies
just
and
get
see really some of the color of local life. We were told to stop that. I'm sorry.
Who told you?
Just some of the Serche art felt that my tours were a bit too educational. What I call giving a tour, they call breach of privacy. You know, semantics. It's fine. That's why we're here selling these lovely crafts from all throughout the city's craftsmen. So yes, all 8 for the low price, basically steel, but please don't, of 12 gold.
Okay,
That's
but
like two of them
first,
for free.
I already
That's
said my
first.
terms, so.
I have so many questions.
Well, if she
So-
buys 6, then you get the 2 for free.
Don't worry about it. I got this.
Yeah, but,
So, are you sure you don't have a favorite? Who did you breach? Whose privacy did you breach?
Oh, I would never breach the privacy of the Serche heart.
Oh, sure.
That would
I use charisma.
be foolish.
I would just like to vibe check her all the way through this.
Roll a
Yeah,
charisma.
yeah.
Bang.
So what particular vibe are you checking?
Just like,
I don't know that I can
It's
can
like-
tell you them in colors if that helps.
Frank the Third.
is she like,
Perfect.
is there a sense of like, yeah, I messed up, but like, no, it's fine? Or just like pure innocent, like, no, it's fine. It was just a misunderstanding. That, like, how sincere or stressed is she when I...
Yeah, go ahead and give an insight check.
13.
Excuse me. She seems she's not thrilled that this is the current workings of the world, but she doesn't seem completely. She doesn't seem like she's been like greatly morally wronged. She seems like whatever happened, but she really wished it hadn't.
Okay. Well, who leads the most exciting and interesting life that you would want to take a tour of?
Oh well, of the Serche art. Well, all of the Serche art lead very exciting lives. But there are certain locations throughout the city that are very interesting. Might I say, we have maps of the old tour spots available. Just over there in that bin, they're all curled up in that bin. Those are available for the low price of 1 gold.
If we buy one, will we get a physical paper map of the city?
Yes, stranger, you will.
Aren't you outside?
No, Kevin, you won't. Have I worked on generating one? Yes. Has it taken way too much time?
Just kidding.
It's just the capital city. It's not that.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Normal-sized capital.
I keep going between giving myself like a really vague rough sketch and wanting to like do a sort of a generated city of it, but I can't fully draw a city map.
Do you have a figurine of the
I'm just in
Great?
the doorway.
I gotcha.
The Great Club?
Trying not to move.
Of the great, oh, the great, no, that's one that was requested to be removed from the tour, not by the search herald.
Yeah, I can't imagine why.
You know what I mean? Like a figurine, not a tour site, but like no figurines.
No, I don't make them. I've requested some to be made, but the great is not something that many of the local artisans really care to
You
advertise in that way. Well, the great is
Yeah, tell me all about it.
in my understanding is best kept secret. Some might say the first rule of the great is to not make a figurine advertising the great.
So you're saying you don't have any Zeke the Freak merch?
And then she like adjusts her glasses and sort of like blinks and is like, I thought I recognized you.
That was not my intent. I want you to know that.
Busted.
I figured you already knew or wasn't going to know.
So we don't have these out and advertised. I commissioned I did commission something. It's in the back. Give me a moment. And she
What
turns
is
and
it?
walks
3
into a
foot
back room.
tall.
I look at the map. When she's
I'm
going.
gonna
Yeah,
take
I'm
it.
gonna
Yeah, that's like.
It's just a David.
We're both looking at the map.
I'm taking one.
Yeah.
100%. Absolutely. How many maps are in there right now? Roll up.
At least a dozen.
Yeah, definitely taking one. She's not gonna notice that. I'll drop a copper in the barrel.
Okay.
I will.
Oh, making a noise to draw attention to your
That
crime.
doesn't even cover the paper it's printed on.
You don't know that?
I mean,
How
don't
shitty
I?
of a map is
So
it?
you are quickly trying to steal a map. off people.
Okay, so you're grabbing a
might not
map.
know
Give me a stealth check at advantage.
Oh, I was gonna do a guidance whisper. A D4.
It's fine. I'm good. It's fine.
This was a quick enough thing.
11.
I kind of imagine you look over and he's already like halfway to the crate of maps.
I mean,
11?
this woman didn't even notice Zeke the Freak entered her shop. She couldn't possibly notice.
Can't know.
She's in the back room. Basically, as soon as she gets back there, you hear
She
stuff
might hear-
shifting around. It's not super likely that you're going to draw any attention as you grab this. How are you? Where are you putting it?
I'm just gonna put it inside the armor.
Sure.
There's got to be somewhere. Just gonna go down the. Yeah. I will hide it like under my armor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sweaty man.
Guys, can you see this? Can you see it?
I can't really move.
I'm
right
pulling out
now.
a different map and looking at that.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going over there and just taking a look at the map.
Yeah, like you both pull it out,
The map,
and you're like,
the
oh,
map,
both look,
the
and he just
map.
stuffs it in his armor. Okay.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check also.
Okay.
Again, not super high DC, just to make sure you're not.
Do I have
Look,
advantage
you
on it?
wouldn't
Yeah, yeah.
download a map, all right?
Wow.
That was almost a disaster.
You're
It's
stealing
still
the-
not great.
You're stealing
12.
the
12?
information.
Okay.
Better than Jordan.
Is it?
Yeah, you rolled 11.
Well,
Well, she didn't say we couldn't look at him.
yeah.
So when she was back, I play innocent.
It's implied. You ripped the plastic off that.
There wasn't any plastic.
There was. It's on the floor.
Plastic hasn't been invented yet.
It's
And if it is, your armor's very crinkly right now.
That's not- I'm creasing the map. Which
And
means
then
we'll
give
split
me
this
a as you do that, also give me a
Wisdom saving
I already have something in my head. Don't. No.
Give me a
Take the blade off of the doll. Hey,
Perception
we
check.
play a game where you convince this lady to give us.
this will be for you, sort of like actually give me weird perception using intelligence instead of wisdom, because it's going to be you
They're
sort of
equal.
fast glancing the map,
They're equal,
taking in
actually.
information.
19 total.
19. Okay. Yeah. So you get a number of locations on there, and there's quite a few locations on there. The four that stick out to you the most are labeled. It's just labeled with an icon. There's one called the Whispering Wall, the Haunted Cobbler's Shop, the Catnip Emporium, and the Mysterious Mansion.
My thing completely freaked out. What were the 4 places?
Cat Emporium is the only one that.
Mysterious Mansion,
Whispering Wall.
Whispering Wall, and
Haunted Cobbler's Shop.
no, I'm pretty sure it said Catnip Emporium 2.
Return to Cat.
What was the last one?
Return to Catnip Emporium.
Haunted Cobblers.
Oh my god.
Are there more places than just those 3? And it's all. And this is
4?
all that I.
4.
Wait, what's the 4th one?
Did you write the
I got catnip. The first one I wrote because I heard it like 8 times. And it's like, and I couldn't think of anything else. The Whispering Wall, the Haunted Cobbler Shop.
Yeah, I missed the 4th one.
The Mysterious Manor.
Oh, Mysterious Man.
Mansion.
Mansion.
I want a house.
But so it's just those 4.
Yeah, and
Those
you
are
mentor
the ones
someone
that.
else.
There's
When I get
more-
tired
there's
of my
more than that.
Rogues hideout.
Those are the
I
ones-
do not have
Okay.
the dozen locations prepped for if you would like to go to the 12 or so
Steve's
places.
house.
Do I know
Alan's
believe
Lodge.
that any of these places are where a
McDonald's.
member of the search arc might live?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Well, so the Sergei is live pretty close. No, you don't.
Then I roll the map back and put it back in.
Okay.
I'll put mine back. Just like, we could have just looked at it. Yeah, we probably don't need to take it.
Oh, enough time for the slow burn of his conscience.
See, Jordan
This is-
in and out
this
of game
is
felt bad for robbing
Every
the poor
one
lady.
of our heists is just this, like,
As you put it back,
you're trying to look at a map and somehow it just still is going poorly.
as you
Steal it.
as you put it back, I see you just like, leave the copper.
Yeah.
Leave the penny.
So, what Zeke the Freak merch is she bringing out?
Hey,
Yeah.
Reese, did you want to buy anything?
So they
I do actually.
do this whole thing, curl up, set it down, and you go away. And I assume you go quick so that because you don't want her coming out and see you looking
I'm
at
mostly
it.
just like trying to see what kind of map it was, and honestly, I would have bought it if it was something that I was more interested in. But I'm like, meh. And I close
So it is.
back.
So I should say it. I'll give a better description of it then. So when you open it, it is a pretty decent map of the city as a whole. You have like a couple of the bigger like public locations like the Stonestead and the Hall of the Searcher are labeled, but the ones that are sort of pointed out with like sort of painted icons and labels are these 12 or so locations that the tour used to go visit.
Okay, well then I'll take it then. If it's still a functional map event.
Yeah,
Despite
it's not
the
like it doesn't have
convenience.
like every street labeled or
Sure,
anything like
sure.
that.
Oh yeah, I just thought.
But yeah, it is it is still a functional map. It's just that the most highlighted thing on there is the locations for the tour.
I'll keep it and shove it in Jordan's armor.
And leave.
Is it the
once
one you
over.
were looking at?
I don't actually shove it in his armor.
Okay.
I think about it though. I think about it real hard.
So you guys sort of hurry through that and then go wait back up at the counter, and it takes another few minutes before you hear a couple like like things crash kind of in the back room before she
My bad.
comes out holding what I'll ask you guys, what would you like it to be?
Just a massive banner.
I'm good with that.
Like,
Comes
A
out
decoder ring.
as tall as her.
I don't know why.
with a square
South Dakota ring.
of canvas, and all it says is ZE on it. And she's like, so, I had a one of the artisans that would create banners for the city festivals. I had him create a prototype for a Zeke the Freak banner, and well, I think we didn't quite agree on the prospective size. I was thinking something you might wave at a fight. He thought I meant, and starts like unfolding.
Oh my.
This thing that is probably 20 feet long.
You could probably make a
That
lot
says
of them from
in
that.
big bold red letters, Zeke the Freak, and then at the other end is a just beautiful portrait of your face.
I will take this.
Wear this into the ring.
It's 20 feet.
Well, you have cape. then you toss it off to the fight.
No. I will
Batman.
take this. This is not for Zeke.
I have another question though.
This is for Heisel.
How many thousand square feet of this do you have?
That is a hot air balloon. I would like to ride it.
This will be the first time touch the hot air balloon one day.
One side that's just a 30-foot tall portrait of your face.
Is there a warehouse of these?
Who made this for you, and can they make more?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yes, well, it was. I'll be honest. It was quite expensive for me to commission this from the banner maker. I will sell it to you at cost, but it was fairly expensive. But it did run me 8 gold.
I'll take it. Immediately hand over the 8 gold.
So you're just sigh in relief.
The portrait over who finally got rid of that thing they didn't get rid of.
8 gold. Incredibly well spent. That is over half of my money.
You know it's making an appearance at your fight, right?
It's
I'm
the whole
assuming.
reason he's fighting.
Oh my gosh.
You have to save that till he's losing. It'll be very dramatic.
Heiso will just take it and just like wrap it around herself a couple times like a big old scarf. And just, I'm ready.
It does not work as a scarf. It's like
Like a scarf shawl.
This
it's
is more
thick.
shit.
It doesn't crumple.
Oh,
Right, like it's pretty stiff.
okay.
It's like really big creases, like they just like.
Like
stick
if you
No,
wrap it around yourself,
no
it would
races in Bantor.
so it's about
No shot.
probably 3 feet,
Never been one.
3 feet tall. So you would have to like almost roll yourself up in it like a burrito, more than wrap yourself in it like a scarf.
Toga.
The suggestion of creases is insult.
Blasphemous.
Alright, I thought it was flip.
You
I
can
You
thought
can
it was
have
like-
creases.
For less than that.
And she will just roll it up carefully.
Sure.
Very, very carefully.
Yeah, and she'll give you sort of a case to carry it in.
Yes, absolutely.
Will this happen?
Oh man, we're totally flying this on our pirate ship that we take from Bantor right now.
I thought
Do
we
you
were gonna
have-
get chartered.
Do you have any
That's what makes it
Golden
pirate
Bell
ship.
merchandise?
Oh, the golden bell. No.
Great.
Okay.
Well, just like that. I appreciate your fan loyalty. Also, but like,
Fan loyalty, yes.
That's
If I'm being honest, the Golden Bell is newer. I've only just heard of him. I don't frequent the great
His
myself.
banner's only 10
Yeah.
feet long.
But Zeke has been a pillar of the community.
That's me.
Community pillar, just
What
standing
about,
in the
like-
back in the David pose.
What? So okay. So I'm assuming like there's like a Belfast family. Are they like known for anything around the city?
Well, yes. Oh, you were the one. You were the one visiting. That's right. That's right. Are you visiting Fairthane? Or just Bantour?
Probably all of it.
Well,
You're
so
from Fairthane.
Am I?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not like they really have government representatives out in the swamp.
Really? Just Shrek.
well,
He wants you out.
It's a
Belfast family are mostly known for the most known member is the member that is on the Serchart Council, Estrid Belfast.
But she ain't gonna speak.
So is she just pretty and they made her important, or is the family important?
Well,
Do they do things?
No, the Tjostrandre are the 8 wisest of Fairthane. And that is how they are ascended onto the Tjostrandre ranks to govern over Fairthane and help make this the most wonderful country in the world.
Okay.
That's what I heard.
So do they have a mascot?
Being surveilled?
Knock 3.
A mascot?
Uh-huh.
No. Why would they need one?
Those are fun.
No.
Checkmate.
We don't. The Serchart are not often about fun. Really, they're about
In fact,
governing
I would say
in
most-
wisdom with their gifts and skill. You know
what's real wise?
Did they tell you that?
Owls. Are you sure they don't have like an owl mascot?
That's a good point. Owls very
Well,
I'm sure that they don't have an owl mascot.
She got you there.
It feels like they're missing out. I mean, owls are great.
I mean, I'm gonna have to agree with her on
I
this
would have
one.
bought an owl figure here.
Are you,
I would have thought.
Oh man.
would you like to a campaign to have a mascot for the Serchart and Fairthane be the owls? We could set something up. We could have meetings. We could meet maybe every day. You could come here and we could talk, and that's how we could spend the whole day. And we could figure out very detailed plans. And it shouldn't take more than say a month to do that.
Wow. That's Heisel, you're gonna be busy.
I mean, you can't pass up an opportunity
Wow.
like
Yeah,
this.
that's the once in a lifetime opportunity.
You just
I mean,
can't.
with Zeke the Freak to help.
I'll be too
to
busy.
help
You
us.
know I've got
As a
too many-
celebrity endorsement.
I mean, I'd stop by from time to time, but I've got a pretty packed schedule.
Whatever.
Would you run for public office if we could get you elected? This campaign could take a turn.
Yeah, why
We
not?
could teach Sweet a new game. Vote for Zeke.
You're like, wait,
I'll take the sword away.
that
but
did
this
work
is what
pretty
we
well.
have to do. we could make change happen.
We can rig an election.
I'm in for it.
Oh, so this is how villains start. Okay.
Whoa.
No,
Yes.
I really want to use my powers for good when I take people's free will away. Because I know better.
Uh-huh. Oh, look, people are stupid.
Canonically.
That's
My
fine.
intelligence is 10 and I am smarter than most of these people around here. Mechanically.
Okay.
Anyway, so the figures, you said the banner was half your money, so you have the other half of your money still. The figures?
Oh no, I still didn't say that. But yeah. You know, if they had cute mascots, I'd probably be more interested in these figures. People are just kind of no fun.
It is a great idea. We could start it. The 6 of us together. It could just be what we do, day in, day out, week to week.
Yeah.
Wow. I'd like to buy this.
The map?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Are you planning on going and visiting?
Sure.
Just make sure you don't have the map with you when you do, because if they find more people with my maps at the locations on the maps, they will. She pulls like a sheet of paper.
My entrails will become my extrails.
Burn, close up, burn, fling. It's bad. It's all bad. Please don't.
All right. Noted.
But yes, one gold for the map.
I hand over 9 silver, 9 copper. The last one's in the bucket.
She takes it and looks over and sees a crinkled map among the other untouched maps. Looks at it curiously. Okay, well, thank you for your business.
Weird. I didn't do it.
I feel pretty accomplished with this banner, so I'm ready to go if you guys are.
In this knick-knack shop, can I find one or more of the following? A dragon chess set, or a deck of playing cards, and or a dice set.
Yeah. Which of those would you like?
It'd be really cool if they had like one of those travel kits that folds up and it all fits inside.
Of the chess set?
Yeah. You could find of just the chess set or of all 3 of those.
I mean, I can get each of. They don't have to. I definitely want the chess set because I actually know how to play chess well. But also, if there is a dice set and a playing card set that I could acquire, that would be swell.
Yeah, you can find all 3 of those.
Excellent.
Are there like canonical costs for those?
Yes. Yeah. 1 gold for the chess set, 5 silver for the playing card set, 1 silver for the dice set.
You said so.
1.6 gold.
1.6 gold. Yeah, she will sell you all 3. So individually, they're all like a little bit more because they're all like a little bit illustrated and handmade. But she would let all 3 go for 1.5 gold.
Perfect. Oh shit.
Oh,
Hey,
I got you.
Wait, so at this moment, I'm gonna be assuming that there's any degree. Are there any degree of like aisle shelving, or is it just like a circular? Like, what's the store layout?
Yeah, there's aisle shelving. We'll say not like floor to ceiling,
Sure.
but sort of like bookcase height shelves.
That's fine. So I'll be on the other side from Reese, because you're trying to get something. So I'll be on the other side. I'll be like just shuffling around, like moving stuff, like not actually looking to buy anything, just grabbing stuff, looking at it, and putting it back, like not the way it was organized before, just like really lazily. But like, oh yeah, Reese.
Huh?
Hey, Reese.
Yeah.
I just throw the bag, his purse over.
What the fuck? Was that little shit in here?
What are you talking about?
Is there a small child in your store? About yay high.
No, not that I've seen.
Oh.
Today, well, the last
did you
time a
get
child that tall was in here, not recently.
How tall was the person that stole that from you?
A little bit taller than you.
At the end
A
of the
small,
day-
tiny child.
Alright.
About yay high.
How tall are you?
Me?
I don't believe it was that.
I'm about 6 inches shorter than you.
About yay high.
Alright. I am glad that I am beginning to become the international standard for measure. But
I just know what you want to hear.
yeah. So not the same height as her. Right, no, definitely not. How did you get this?
You know. Sometimes things.
2 silver is missing for them. I don't
Actually,
I don't remember
there's
what
23 gold, 5 silver in there.
But it's all chocolate.
I'm a man of many mysteries.
I accept that, and I put my money purse back onto my.
Just
belt.
know I didn't steal it. I'm just returning it. I don't want you to feel like you gotta
Fair-
check your
fair-
coin
fair
purse
enough.
every time we're hanging out. Also, I'd be a really bad thief if I stole it from you and just gave it back nonchalantly.
Fair enough. Okay.
1.5 gold.
1.5 gold.
Cool. Anything else?
See, I had made money with. I gambled his money
Yes.
on my fight and it made money from it, so I returned his money thereafter.
There we go.
We figured it out, guys.
Infinite
Step
money
1, steal
hack.
money. Step
Yeah.
2, gamble money. Step 3,
And win
profit.
with it.
You can't
And
lose.
then
Figure
you
it
can
out.
return it.
If you have to be fair with the middle step.
Do you think banks know that we can do this?
You could call it
I don't know if that's the bank
FT
or
something.
What?
Nothing.
Sorry.
No.
I
Sorry.
feel well satiated with my shopping purchases.
Yeah.
This is a great store.
I will ask you, did you want a small knickknack as well, or are you satisfied with your large knickknack?
This is a memento. This is not a knickknack.
Well, she wanted
This
a
is an
knickknack store, and she's walking out with a 20-foot long banner.
I know.
So before you left, I thought I would double check and see if you wanted.
Perhaps an heirloom, yes.
Yeah.
If there's like, is there maybe like a little flag that says Bantor on it?
Yeah,
I would just grab that.
sure. Yeah, you find a Bantor flag that looks exactly like you've seen flying around the city.
Does Bantor have a crest? Out of curiosity.
Yep.
It's a brain.
Not a mascot.
I'm not gonna ask to see it right now. Don't worry. Just curious.
Now, if you want the insignia for the Serchiar Tiastrandre, I can describe that. Can I describe the flag or the crest right now? If I had to.
Is the flag complimentary because I bought the banner from her?
Yeah, this would be steal.
Give me a persuasion check.
Come on, for
For me.
You can roll at advantage.
Oh, I don't think I need
I was like,
But it is
what?
Zeke the
Oh,
Freak.
you're helping. Okay.
She's
let's
with
see.
Zeke.
Persuasion. That's a 24.
Ooh.
Yeah, you got it.
Thank you. And Liza will
Of-
just.
For you and for Zeke.
I give like a forced
Thank
smile.
you. Heisel will take the flag, stick it in her hat, pluck off one of the mushrooms, and leave it lovingly on the desk and walk away.
Oh, Zeke, before you go,
Yes.
would you sign this? And she brings out a shirt that looks kind of like her gray and brown shirt, and just asks if you would sign it. Just
Sure.
anywhere
Can we,
would be
like,
fine.
Set it down. I could
Yeah,
get it
oh,
printed.
yes.
Yeah.
She wipes off the dust from the desk. Hands you an ink and quill, I suppose. What did we use last time? Did we use a marker for the guy's chest?
I forget.
Yeah, she hands you a
running pen.
marker.
I've invented ballpoint pens. Here you go.
Someone
I
in the
got you.
world has invented like sufficient writing instruments that
gonna
you
say
don't
there's-
have to use ink and
Yeah, I was
quill.
gonna say they probably have something.
Because we're in a fairly technologically advanced.
They've been to
place.
space. They have
Yeah,
pens.
they don't have electricity without pens.
Just takes up the entirety of the space. The last E is a little squished because spacing is not my.
Start big with the Z.
Exact. Well, the Z is
Pretty
the most,
big with the
Z
E.
is absolutely the dominant part of this entire.
Z.
The K just gets to this like a real skinny K, and then like a lowercase
Yeah, pretty
E
much.
that trails.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
There you have it. And
You all
also-
have a wonderful time. Feel free to come back anytime if you would like. Again, our well-crafted members of the Serche art. Did you want to buy one, sir?
I set my price, and I'm not going above it, so I'm good.
1 gold, you said.
Said just under a gold. 9 silver, 9 copper.
I thought you said you won't pay more than gold. You said you would pay 9 silver and 99 copper, but then you corrected yourself to 9 copper.
You can't count to 10. It's a shame.
Well, right now I'm offering 9 silver and 9 copper.
Fear of large numbers.
Make it 10 silver and 1 copper.
Phobia? Maximum.
No.
For
That's more. That's more than a gold.
yes.
3. Take it or leave it.
I shrug and start leaving.
All right.
She will notice after we have left the store that when I patted the thing that I signed for her, there is a silver piece sitting on it. You don't know that.
I got a 20.
She out of character?
Passive. Do I note it?
Probably.
20 passive.
If you were looking, you noticed. Most likely, definitely.
Always watching, Zeke.
Always watching. What's that?
I will say if you left first, you might notice that he stayed back, but you the 20 perception does not let you see everything.
Like punk kids stealing people's wallets.
What is Jag doing right now? Let me think.
Well.
Who's Jack?
Oh, right.
Rip.
True.
Big bro don't know.
He's out back with Dolly.
No.
He's
Ooh,
hanging
what
out.
you say? What you want?
Just watch out. Oh yeah, watch out if you ever see someone named Glessig.
A serial murderer.
So
She puts the milk on after.
where to?
Rich? Where did we tell her about this?
She was gonna meet us at our place, and by our place I mean the place, and by
Suds
the
on
place
South.
I mean
The inn.
I think I'm growing.
Angerd's
South.
place.
Stop there.
Angerd.
That was on purpose.
Yep, looked like it.
rage. He's angry.
Yeah, let's fucking rage.
Okay, so you're wanting to head back to Suds on South, see if Rich is there, or see if.
Seems that way.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you make your way. back. It's actually pretty close by. You have to sort of go to the other side of the main thoroughfare, cutting up north to south through Van Tour. But when you do, you walk in and you see the it's sort of middle of the day. It's not really a good mealtime, so the inn is pretty slow. But you do see a very well-dressed halfling in there at the table. And we will take a break here. And
It's not rich. It's just a.
I was gonna say, yeah, you know Rich.
You're back.
Like that.
Good answer.
I know I mentioned
All
better,
right,
but no.
all right. So you all walk into Suds on Stout to see the older halfling sitting facing away from the door, but you recognize her. Her long gray and blonde hair that's sort of pulled up into a messy bun, and the robes that look like they are likely fine robes, but are just sort of dingy and worn. They're fine robes.
Yeah, you want to charter a ship for
This is actually. Let me see here. I haven't done this yet, so give me 1 second. I have a few of these, but it's always a question of when is the right time to actually use them. I just sent a message in Slack that is a portrait of Rich.
It's just a pile of money.
It's just a pile of money.
Look at that stoplight behind
Yours is
her.
better. Stop
Let's
it.
stop.
I'm showing it to the camera.
Oh, I see.
This is Denver.
I'm trying to show it to the camera.
It's working.
Alright, cool.
If they didn't get it by now, then
There are some
rewind the stream. I
textural
don't know.
patches on each side of the street.
Look, I'm doing my best, guys.
I did love this one too.
I'm like, oh yeah, this would be like quick and easy to like get a relatively solid portrait done up, and then it's just like a half hour later, I'm like, how is this? How am I still working on this thing?
That's how it goes. I worked on Kier Salins for so fucking long.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
so
try to get a
you
hold
know,
of that
take
character.
it at a glance. I don't think I can't like get. It's a lot of work to put like fine detail work in there, so don't be like looking over the images being like, oh, what is this? Like, is this indicating this? Like, just take it as a general.
Well, you said gray hair and blonde hair, but her eyebrows are dark. So has she been dyeing it blonde? Or...
Yeah, no, these are the big questions.
Yep.
These are you should definitely ask this lady
She's
about
clearly a
that.
doppelganger. We attack her.
The table attacks you.
Roll this.
Jordan, how could you?
It knew Jordan was here.
As you walk in, she's facing away from you, but she says, "Please come and sit down."
We shouldn't interrupt.
Well, now I don't want to.
What?
Well, she's facing.
Heisel sits right on down. Hello.
Hello.
I will also
I'm-
go and sit down.
Rich. Reese.
A poor.
Hello.
Still.
What is your name?
She's
I am Heisel, the wind caller, the spirit speaker, the plant whisperer of the Throckrots here. Oh, wait, no, I was supposed to say my name at the end.
I'll step up.
You should start over.
We
from the top.
can't get rid of her. Oh, we
I
found
did the wind thing.
Like, and at this point, like before she starts, like some of us like buckle up her collars a little bit. Here it comes.
The door as you are all still like sort of coming in, the door with the wind blowing just like lightly like taps against the wall. Extra little effect on it. This should be-
I really gotta get the intro down. I gotta write this down somewhere.
Yeah, you should
Just
go.
be a jerk. Yeah, could use some work.
How do we know this woman?
What?
I don't remember how we know this woman.
We found her
The caravan.
stuck
The fire ants.
with fire ants.
She ditched the caravan when we told her that Corette was a little sussy with the cult stuff.
Well, and then we got there and they were like, "You can't come in here. And we're gonna kill
Anyway.
you."
It was right before Surin.
This was the caravan on the way back to Corette. After we got captured by after we got captured by and we're unconscious from the here's the word.
After the initial escape,
Yes.
yeah, we finished
Okay.
our return to Corette
Okay.
with Rich.
Okay. I'm remembering all of this now.
And then Rich ditched the actual caravan for going into the city because we were like, hey, it's sketchy.
And she was like, you know, y'all seem pretty trustworthy, and this situation seems pretty sus. So, yeah, I'm just gonna go around.
And she was like, meet me here if you come to Vantor. Or we told her.
Communications
I think we asked her to wait for us.
Yeah. So then you got to Bantor. She had come to Suds on Stout looking for you, but you weren't there, and had basically said, you know, had told Engerg if you that if you all show up, that where he could send a message to get into contact with her. So that's what you did yesterday, I believe, and here she is.
Long time no see.
Indeed. How was Corette?
I mean, yeah, they. Yeah.
Everything that happened in the last like 5 days that
I'm trying to remember. Did you? You all
we told
met
her there was a cult in Corette that was super bad news.
Well, she knew about the hearers, but we told her how bad it actually was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so we.
Well, but I think you also. I'm just trying to remember like what all happened after you saw her, because I think you saw her before you went.
Before we killed Halsa.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was before we killed Surin.
Yeah.
It was like right before.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. So do you give her the full lowdown of
Maybe not the full, like a solid summary, but
Story
I don't feel
light.
like, yeah, we killed an
As we've
important
been
lieutenant
sharing.
in front of this gate, and then we went here, and then we. But yeah, so I probably also don't necessarily specifically mention that we killed Halsif, because that is also not actually widely known.
story light?
Yeah.
The hearers
Yeah.
have been pacified.
Also, not a problem
They
anymore.
pissed some people off in Corette, so we had to leave. Now we're here, and we're.
I also don't mention the fact that the doll on my back is the source of the cult.
Right. She's super into the old stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, you forgot to mention how important the doll was.
Yeah, that sounds like Brent for sure.
I should know it's a Heisel.
Well, we disguised it cleverly as a small figurine of the Surgeon. You'll never
I don't
guess which
think
one.
anyone's told Heidel yet that like that's the source of the cult. She's
No, we
just
haven't.
been
That's
chatting
that's
with
probably
Yeah.
smart of us.
it. Yeah.
I thought we,
We just said.
I thought we gave at least the general
I mean, he's been talking to it.
lowdown. Of
Oh
it.
no, yeah, no, I did because I
We-
talked
we-
with it, and then I talked to you about talking with it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, maybe we didn't go into like full level of detail
Uh-huh.
yet, but you at least got the gist, I think. And you know we killed Halsif.
So, you've taken down the cult, and I believe you, and she looks at you, Drent, had some personal business, if I remember right. I don't remember if you shared that or not. If you didn't, then she wouldn't bring it up, obviously. But
I don't remember if I shared it. I don't think I did.
You hadn't shared it with
Probably
us at
not.
the time yet.
Well, we also we
it was still
didn't
pretty
hear.
low-key.
and it might have even just been like you two were the ones that were like town locals who would have had people in town, right? Like,
Well, I definitely told her that we were trying to help Jag
mhm.
for sure, so she knows that.
Yeah.
However, I don't remember if you guys talked about in town stuff, because Lily would not have been taken at that point.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
So you pacified the cult. Have you handled your affairs in correct?
For now.
For the moment.
Do the plants whisper back?
They do sometimes.
Interesting.
And Hazel will just like tap tap and pop up a little mushroom on the desk, on the table.
Yeah.
Poke at it, and when she sees that it sticks a little bit, she'll pop it off.
It's very tasty.
They're pretty good.
Bold.
Haha! You've fallen for the classic blunder. That was a poison
Make a Constitution
mushroom.
saving throw.
That's lovely. I don't think I've had one of those before. They, you mentioned a swamp. Are they native there?
Oh yes.
Interesting. Where is your swamp?
South.
Wow.
I just hang on.
She'll
The land of
Pull out-
stay
she'll-
out of my.
she'll pull
Get out of
out
my swamp.
Land of what are
a
you
curled up
doing?
map
Which
and
direction is
unfurl it.
swamp
Uh-huh.
south?
She'll ask.
What is it?
It's a map of Fair Thane.
Yeah.
She'll ask whereabouts.
Right here, and I'll point to the Vertitia.
Okay. Interesting. She'll take it and just do a little annotation on it. Curl it back up. So, are you all open for hire then?
Guess that depends on the job. We sort of have a.
If there's a mutual deal to be struck, then yeah.
Well, if you need people to guard a boat going to the Baleen Wall,
That's not.
We're your team.
That's not. No.
What would the boat do at the Baleen Wall?
that's not for me to answer. I'm just guarding it.
I don't ask questions. I'm just the guard.
That does sound like a fun time. We should do that. Yes.
Someday.
Currently, I don't much care to go to the Baleen Wall, but maybe
about
one day we
Spipcase?
can sail that direction.
Spipcase.
Sail.
Spipcase.
Spipcase.
I'm trying to remember. I have some notes, but boy oh boy is this a while ago and a lot of notes.
So the vague, quick, off the cuff offer
Yeah.
that we basically made was that, and I don't remember how specific it was at the time, but that if we met up, we could basically, get her to like sponsor us, and then we would deliver
It was-
shares of weird old world, potentially magical stuff that we come across in what we were doing, anyways.
Yeah, and I think at the time, you all wanted. I think I remember what was talked about. Rich would, unfortunately for me, remember it very, very well.
Yes, of course.
She just has a better memory than I do, and it's been less time. Let me see here.
It hasn't actually been a month.
months.
Hasn't even been a month.
It was
in,
like
it's been like
20
a week
sessions
in game
ago,
or something.
ish.
That's the 24th of Shuskery.
Yeah, about it's
How many
been
events we got?
17
We're not
sessions
the
since we
usual.
met her.
I see.
Yeah, 17
Huge real
sessions, so a
retrograde.
year ish.
Let me see here.
Maybe not a year.
See that?
We're getting close to
Weenus in retrograde.
Andrew.
Spipcase.
No, that's a city, not a calendar event.
It might be both. Some cities are named like that.
Not wrong, but
I'm just saying.
Which was your swamp? The Stain.
Vertia.
What are You-
I can point it.
Nah, I found it. But thank you.
Protea. Shishten.
Mechtalurk.
Mechtalurk.
The shatterings, the shatterings, the shatterings, the shatterings.
So I believe if someone remembers differently, we'll roll it as close as we can to the honest way of things. The rich would say, so I believe we'd been discussing a legendary sword,
Yes.
and you all
I definitely remember exactly talking about that.
needed it for the what's the blade fragments.
Yeah.
Yes.
You all needed it for a particular something.
Yep, it's true.
And do you still need it for that thing?
Oh boy, do we ever.
Potentially more than we
Even
did
more
at the
than
time.
that thing.
Yeah.
We need to kill life and death.
Right. And
So to
bind
speak.
order.
You need to kill life and death.
Yeah, pretty much. Maybe a cat.
I believe it's more of a figure of speech,
And-
but yes.
Ignoring first for a moment,
Yeah,
just
we'll do
the mechanical question of that. Why?
Do you know the binder?
Um,
It sure seems like
it's another name for.
Was it this?
Oh,
What if he does?
yes.
Yes,
The name
ancient
sounds
Lord
familiar.
Trapperkeeper.
Does this also sound familiar? Hey, describe
I'm
the
wor-
nice city.
Look,
I'll have him describe the dream that he had the other day rather than months ago
Yeah.
about the city.
it's
While we
opulent
don't
city.
go into super detail of like who we killed from the cult and the fact that the doll is a doll on my back, we probably, just given the nature of magic sword things and what we're after, probably tell them about the World Wanderer peeps, that they are entity things that exist. For the sake of the life and death thing not sounding quite so insane.
Sure. All right. So we'll start with
City.
Yeah.
city.
Does that sound like the tavern call?
I mean, I'll describe the city as best I can.
Yeah. So as you begin describing it, do you remember anything about it?
I remember that it has colors on the spires that match the blade that we're trying to get, blue and white spiraling. It's architecture that is unlike anything. Like, we're in the capital city, and this architecture would dwarf it in size, scope, and like filigree.
There's one other physical feature that is not about the city. Do you remember it?
Can I cheat and show
Isn't
them
it
the
like
Slack
surrounded by like
note? The dream is
So
pissed.
as you actually
a pit?
as you are describing the architecture and color of the city, you'll say surrounded by a crevasse,
Yes,
perfectly circular.
without creases or cracks.
I think it is one giant crack based on the way you described it.
That's
But there are no creases for sure.
yeah, within that
That's
circle.
probably accurate.
It
It's just math.
that would sound like the capital of the Topernkull Empire. Still, have you been there?
No. Well,
What do you mean, well?
I mean, my hand has been there.
What?
Go on.
Yeah, there's a lot. I've had some visions. Maybe it was just a dream, but I think I might have dropped a note there. It's difficult.
So this is a vision of the past?
No, I think it was one in the present.
But you said it was opulent.
All right, snap out. Calm down, Dredd. Let's be. Stay focused.
I don't get it.
But no, I have not been there much.
What are you even talking about? This
I
man's
told you
never
about-
been there.
I told you.
He's been there enough to...
No, he had vision.
You dropped a note there.
Potentially.
How in the world did you do that?
I'm not sure.
Do you know the cat?
No.
Yeah.
Cat,
Have
I
you
heard there was a
Have you heard the World Wanderer?
name... Actually, I think you let her read
I think we probably let her read the Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
the stories that you had.
We only had the Cat in the Hat.
Well,
One fish, two fish.
Yeah.
I only know it from the stories you let me read. Did you only have the story about the cat copied down, or did you also have
No,
the
That was the
Only
only
one
one
we
because
got
the
the
rest of the
copy.
book was
Well,
probably
yeah.
good.
obscured? Yeah.
Well, and the
Yeah.
day after shit hit the fan,
Yeah.
so we didn't get to read it
Still
again.
gotta steal
And
that
then
book.
there's that coin that you guys misplaced, so you put it
What coin?
trade
Yeah, I'm
it
trying to
for
figure that
the
out.
book.
You don't know about that coin.
Well, no, she knows. Oh, yeah.
It would be even less likely that she had heard about.
This is
missing
not
coin.
Heisel.
Oh, okay.
But yes.
But yes, you're correct.
The crazy was out of my voice. Come on.
Yeah.
The crazy was that
That's
place.
fair.
What?
Oh, it was?
I can tell difference.
Why did you build the capital in a hole?
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Let's slow down.
I'm just curious. I've been
I mean,
You
wondering
read
that.
about the cat.
Is that really hard to think about? I mean,
You read about the
I've been-
cat, the world wanderer.
Yes,
He
yes.
met the cat.
I walked right into it.
You met
I think he hasn't talked to
one
me
of
in
these.
like
Yep, he did.
several days, but yeah, I think so.
No, he did.
Ooh, what does he say when he talks to you?
He says.
No, do a thing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
do
will
one of the things. with the
teleport to the seat next to
cat.
her.
Wait, make how many people are in this inn right now in the middle?
There's two other people other than your table and the and Engerd.
Are they looking
Like
at
that's
us right now?
They're not gonna believe it.
Not specifically.
Hi,
You are
Phil.
like
I need
you're
your
a
help.
big interesting group sitting in this.
And it's not to make you go away. I need you to just distract these people for just a few seconds so he can show them he can show Rich his thing.
I will book it to the front.
I like how
Start
she's
my
like
show.
wanting this stuff, and it's like, but we can't have them know that Jordan also does it.
But he teleports.
Great lie, dude. Let's go.
Start doing my show to
Sure.
3 people in the room.
Have you lost
Wait, no,
recently?
wait. Just practice your intro.
I'm after he's like, hello.
As if you just walk up and start like that,
Just being
Engerd
accosted
like
in a
drops
booth.
cups and turns around and oh yes, and he's like just like buzzing with excitement. The other two people are very confused and look a little annoyed right away at first.
The
All right,
full
Jordan,
show.
do the
Yeah.
thing. Show Rich.
All right,
The cat gave you.
I will teleport next to her into the seat. I assume we're sitting kind of across.
Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
yeah. I will teleport to the seat next to her.
Yeah, see, he met the cat.
And by meeting the cat, you can do that.
Yes, only by meeting them. We're really good friends and nothing else.
Go ahead and give me a deception check.
Oh, I will just expose him. He doesn't need to see.
I believe it's over 20.
14.
Thanks.
It is not. It is 17.
Okay. Well, that seems beneficial, and so you're able to teleport yourself. Did you teleport yourself all the way to Still?
No. When I met the cat, it was in like a world. It was in a we'll call it a space between worlds, and he showed me. He showed me the city, and there was a person there. How recently have you been to Still?
Not recently, apparently.
Yeah.
It's
Can't stop.
You're right.
been quite a while.
Okay. Like more
Years.
than 6 months.
More than 6 months.
Okay. Yeah, he showed me the location of the council there. I'm not sure what they were doing, but I thought I saw someone I recognized, and I dropped a note through a portal in the space between worlds.
Who did you recognize?
One of the council members.
Still doesn't.
You're inventing J-Blades. She's out running a country.
So we're both successful.
That's all I heard.
They're covering entertainment and politics.
Right. That's a combo you cannot beat.
Now all you need is dual monsters.
Right. King of Games, dude. We'll set this up.
King of Games.
Starting with dice dungeons.
Oh,
Oh, my God.
Dungeon dice monsters.
Yeah, there we go.
I need some low-level dice.
So it's just like dual monsters.
Yeah. So when you say the count, like that you saw the council, she'll say, Hammercult doesn't have a council.
Democratic Republic.
I see. You saw the council, important looking officials. What did they look like?
I will describe what I definitely remember.
Yeah,
them looking
for
like.
sure. Do you? So you saw 5 individuals,
Yeah.
including your wife being one of them. Do you?
I do not tell her that it's my wife.
Okay.
I describe what she looks like. So I saw a gnome in black metal armor, a woman in a white dress, and a woman in a blue suit. I also saw an advisor on the left and right, both with gold and silver robes on.
Look at that. Notes coming in
Yeah.
clutch.
Oh my god, the compass
I
helps.
saw those 5, except the
No,
woman is...
and let the record show he got that right.
Yeah, that's what... It's there. I'm telling you.
Inspiration next session.
Black
There you go.
metal gnome.
Black metal gnome.
Little no.
That's a
Black
Yu-Gi-Oh
metal.
card if I ever heard one.
Yeah.
Red eyes, black metal, no.
That
An angry garden
500
gnome.
attack, 400 defense.
but it has a
Flip
flip.
to activate,
Yeah.
destroy. It's just man-eater bug with cooler art.
No. It's way worse than man eater.
Yeah,
It's way more
destroy one
situational.
machine type monster on flip face.
Oh, God. What is Joey doing?
That's what everyone's here for, right? Is our hot
Needs
custom Yu-Gi-Oh takes. Yeah. So as you list that,
So allows me to summon 3 cards from my
that
deck.
sounds
That's timely.
correct.
This is Hazel in the background.
Yeah, and this whole time is now like this whole show is going
I've
on.
done like determined tail. My eyes have glowed. Just
Yeah.
plants growing everywhere.
Heisel is my
Go ahead and give me
personal
a
worst nightmare if
performance
I was just
check.
having a quiet meal in a booth in a restaurant.
The
Leave
live
me the
band.
hell alone. Like just coming up to your booth and being
Yeah.
like, "I will perform for you against your will."
It's that scene in in like a Mexican restaurant where 2 people are breaking up and the mariachi band comes up. He's like,
It's annoying.
Not even that good.
Engurg loves it.
My boy.
Number 1 fan.
The other 2 are frustratedly trying to continue their conversation.
So anyway.
So anyway.
Yeah, so we had this huge shipment. Isol! So we had this huge shipment.
It's good.
So my mother's been
So
in the
it
hospital
does-
for a long time. Hi.
I think they're gonna move.
But I'm sorry. Describe the woman in silver. Describe her again.
I mean, I barely remember what she looked like. I'm pretty sure she had blonde hair. She was a human, which I think was maybe unique among the 5.
Interesting.
You know these people?
Well, they are the rulers of the Tavern Mercantile Alliance, so I'm familiar with them, having grown up there. At least
None of them.
being described as such.
Yeah, he just vibing also.
She may be new since I've been there.
How often do they acquire new members?
Rarely. The stations, but no, rarely, suffice to say.
What were you gonna finish your thought? Where do they come from?
Well,
And where did they go?
no, I'm sorry, the stations are not locations, they are the golden and silver stations are advisors within the Mercantile Alliance.
You said the silver ones knew what happened to the last one.
I'm just now finding out that there's a new one.
Is it like a lifetime appointment usually, or do they retire?
Typically, people don't give up being high advisors in the country by choice. It's a
Wow, so
comfortable
the blonde chick might have
position.
just killed somebody, huh?
it's a comfortable position.
Oh, excuse me. Self-defense them to death.
Jordan's done that a couple times.
The last advisor was not, or the last silver station was not young, but I am surprised that there's a new one.
Yeah, I mean it's
Sure. As one is.
yeah. So just out of curiosity, how far away is still from where we are right now?
Well, I certainly didn't come directly to Bantor from Still. But, well, you asked how long it's been since I've been there. It's been,
Yeah, it's pretty.
about
2 weeks.
3 days.
I've been traveling for about a year and a half.
Look, shit hasn't
Now-
been running. Calm down.
It's been more than a week. She's wearing clothes. So.
Now, to go directly, can I see Matt?
It's bare naked ladies. I guess I get that.
I did miss that. Let's get that.
I had to clarify.
Sign of a good joke.
Have you guys tried going over the mountains? I think it would be quicker than whatever you were.
I've
doing.
heard that.
Yeah.
I've heard it's the exact same speed of not going.
Actually, if you fold the map before you
Spipcase is
start, they're
great
right
this
next
time
to
of
each
year.
other. Spipcase?
Yeah. Good guess. Good coffee.
By caravan, likely about 6 weeks, 2 months maybe.
How about by boat? Also, can you draw where it is on our map?
It's landlocked.
By boat, well, Still is. You said you saw a vision of it.
I mean, I assume it's near some kind of water. That's where all civilization forms.
Why do we let this guy negotiate? I just wanted him to tell you that he's seen it. I feel like he's really pussyfooting around in this conversation that's not getting us anywhere. So, what do you need?
Well, so I'm interested in historical artifacts, especially anything of particularly interesting
Yeah.
origin or quality.
For sure.
This sword, especially, sounds fascinating to me.
Yeah, you can have it when we're done with it, but not any sooner.
Well, hey now.
So you gotta talk to someone about that.
Look, I have like one cool thing. Don't give it away.
We actually did recently come into the possession of a very ancient and now out of print map.
So, you all.
I'm just saying.
So you all have use for this sword.
Yep, big time. kind of need it to save Jag.
So let's say that on your that I would be happy to fund your retrieval of this sword, or the however many pieces of it you can gather, and in exchange for each one, I would reward you quite generously monetarily, as well as funding the trips themselves. I would let you use the sword for whatever purpose you have. I would even be willing to let you keep the sword if you required it. It would pain me.
Well,
but
to be clear, we had, and by we, I mean I didn't negotiate this, but Reese thought about it. We, in the event that we could not part with the sword, it is inevitable that being in these ancient locations, that there'd be some other artifacts of properties such as, stuff that this guy can do, and I motioned over to Heisel performing, stuff that she can do, that there'll probably be more artifacts of similar persuasion. So if the sword was a non-negotiable, you would have claim to, I don't remember, he said some percentage of all findings, first dibs or something like that.
Let's say 50% between me and your group.
Yeah.
I believe it was 1 share, but the exchange is that you do not need to go on any of these expeditions yourself.
2 shares.
Yeah, you can have Heisel stuff, it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't actually say that. I just have the funny thought.
I mean, you can have mine. That's fine.
Well, I don't need one of yours. I would just take 2 7s.
We're just gonna materialize another share.
Yes.
I don't think that's how it works.
We'll just find one more thing.
In addition, there may come a time where I require use of the sword.
Deal.
Great.
Probably deal.
Fine, I guess explain more since I'd go for it.
Pending a modicum of actual explanation of the assignment, probably.
I may require use of the sword. I wouldn't take it for any undue amount of time, but I might need it for an extended period. I wouldn't try to keep it from you.
Well, that's good because you can't. Because if you need the sword, then you need me.
At least as we know of right now. We don't know if those conditions will change once we have more components of it.
The only
Weird
concern
problems.
is that if I need to use the sword, then you would have to be willing and capable of going along with it.
Oh, I'm capable.
See, it sounds like you have. It
The
sounds
deal
like
is you have
a
to be willing.
specific thing you have in mind for what the sword would be used for. It's interesting because there are a lot of swords.
It does sound that way, yes.
Yeah. So what would you need the sword for?
Do we have a deal?
Listen, they were the ones that were rolling it back on me. I was already all in.
I also wanted to ask, do you work for anyone? Do you work for yourself?
I work for myself, yes.
Can I make an insight check on that?
I also was...
Absolutely.
Before she rolls, I'm going to use my portent to make a 1 on whatever deception check.
Sure.
Amazing.
A plus.
Spicy.
She might still...
Seems
A
important.
plus.
Wow.
Natural 20 versus the forced 1.
Wow.
Oh my god.
So
Hell yeah.
the short answer is she's telling the truth. The
Natural 20 answer.
The nuance.
the nuance that you see is that she is, she has a kind of a smug smirk, a stiff back as she says it. She has a bit of pride in the fact that even she's not saying this as a fledgling entrepreneur who is trying to strike it out on her own. She's saying this as if she's the only one in the world that she answers to.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that another stipulation would be that you can't use it against us.
Of course.
And likewise,
Sure.
seems fair.
Is there anyone any of us care about that we wouldn't want it to be used against? As I look at Jordan.
I will I will guarantee that I will not use it to harm any of you, any friends or family that you have, at least have at this point. I just would like to stay away from any convenient, oh no, they are my friends too, that person that we've just now met.
I mean, I don't really care about most people, so I mean,
Yeah,
do
same.
what you want.
Love to hear it.
I'm gonna.
That makes you good at this job.
I would just add that we don't need to get involved in any politics. So any use of the sword
care.
against government officials, probably not.
It's not a kid, right? Or something like that. No kids. I do draw that line.
Oh,
What do you
like
think
I
this
wouldn't want
sword
to
does?
kill the use the sword to like kill a child or
Yeah.
something. Yes, I won't.
Good. We already did.
What the fuck?
Working
That's
on
I
it.
agree with
A
Rizal.
very old child.
What do you think the sword does that you'd want to use it?
Well, I think the sword stabs things, cuts things, sword stuff.
Yeah, but you wouldn't need to use this sword to do that.
But I could.
I mean, it is an artifact. Like we don't even use it to stab anything.
Listen, I'm gonna cut straight to the chase here.
Insight check.
Pretty good.
19.
23.
I haven't used
I
this.
may or may not have stabbed things.
We haven't stabbed anything.
She just
Are you kidding me?
chuckles a little bit.
So I'm gonna keep it straight here to the crew. Clearly, this sword is important more than a mundane sword. So to sell that as less to our potential business partner is, I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. If the sword was just a sword, that was not special at all.
Well, right, but then
So if she wants access to a sword that is more than what it seems reasonable that regardless of knowing its properties, it would be useful to have access to said sword. Given we are willing to travel across the world to acquire its pieces.
without cracks.
Eventually,
Oh, man.
there's at least 2 cracks right now.
Yep. But soon,
The
TM.
timing was ideal on that
yeah.
one.
Let's say
Once we're
February.
So
Wait.
perfect.
But once we're done with it, it will no longer be the thrice forged blade.
That'd be the quad forged.
Yeah, because it'll have to be reforged to be put back together. you
True.
know?
Oh, boy.
You know that maybe it's just like
Oh yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
That'd be
Anyways,
cool.
Yeah, you can use it. Sure. That's fine. Given the stipulations we've already talked about.
being that if
Government
it is
officials, kids, family.
Yes. I'm not looking to rope you into a war. I'm not looking to
Alright.
kill an innocent child. And as
Or
far as
a
as far as
guilty child.
as far as you being along with it, it may stand that I need someone to wield it when that time comes, and we could always talk about an additional payment if you would.
That's fair. As long as I'm attached to this proposition, I'm fine with it.
Sweet.
I mean, I'm fine with the deal as it is. It's just my curiosity is bothering me now.
What?
Oh, is it?
Hey, I have a question for you. I'm gonna look like really intently because I'm focusing. Do you happen, theoretically, does the word doll mean anything to you? And try and read like any degree of like any twist.
We'll just start with an insight check then.
Alright, I think I can burn a moxie on this.
Do it.
I have to make sure that I can. That this is one of the things.
You won't.
I sure can, and I sure will. To get advantage on this. I guess I'm gonna just use my special not DM, my natural one advantage.
Oh yeah.
I don't have to burn the moxie. It's not great.
Should have burned the moxie
Insight?
too. Roll 3 20s.
14.
14. You see her like flinch and blink a little bit, clearly having some reaction to it.
She doesn't look over at Reese, does she?
No, she doesn't.
At least.
She would. Actually, she would. You'd see her flinch a little bit, and eyes like dart to Jordan for a second, and then back.
And then after I see that too, the immediate body like reaction would be like hands up on the table with the wrist braces in display.
She doesn't actually seem to notice. Yeah, she doesn't seem to notice them in any meaningful way. Right, like
Sure.
she like if you put your fists up, she would sort of glance, but
Yeah.
nothing really indicative. Sorry, I'm trying to think about what you would say.
Axes out and go like that.
Get my 2 pistols out.
Charisma and intelligence.
I've seen the term written occasionally. Clearly knowing more than she's leading on.
Maybe we can exchange conversation on what we've run into in terms of that term in more intimate conversation as I look around the wide open inn. Given that it is a topic of
Drent's like
great intellectual
Then Moses
value.
tapping his foot.
Honestly, I love the way like this scene plays out in my head of this like very intense like probing conversation and just Heisel in the background with the 2 customers just
like Jordan told me this one recently.
It's like the last stopwatch or something. I don't know.
you could reference a whole world and history's worth of music to a population that is totally unfamiliar with
What's
it.
happening?
Now I have a musician.
It's really unfortunate that they're on a 16-note scale and our 13-note chromatic scale just sounds awful to them.
Yeah.
We'll transpose. It's fine.
And you might be limited to. Oh, it sounds like.
It's guys, this song goes so hard. I promise. In Ohio, we get down.
I never got you your instrument back at the shop.
That's okay. I got a banner. That's way more important.
Okay.
We said pan.
Sorry.
I've got a drum.
You can see Jordan
I'm
inventing
fine.
one of those little like pads.
We could
you can move
discuss
the pen
more.
around.
It
100%.
seems that you have had some more interesting
We'll go
interactions.
through this.
I can never get it to work.
Yeah, won't. We'll leave it at that for now.
Another place or another time?
Perhaps both. I don't know. Well, I know of a place that I would not introduce you to that would provide the appropriate amount of privacy, nor most of our other compatriots here. But
How about
We could also
how about
just, like,
at the place that I've been staying, the Silvered Vintner? It's
sounds swanky.
It's
sounds good to me.
a few streets north of here.
They're making wine out of silver now.
She would tell you, Zeke, even though it's not really where you would frequent, you would know it. It's basically the nicest establishment, the nicest inn in town.
The silver what?
The Silvered Vintner.
I thought I had a harmonica here too, but it must be back home.
Well, I haven't seen harmonica.
The homophone. The mouth. It's got-
Yeah.
Yeah. The tomophone.
Yep. What about it?
I need to make one.
But what's the thing with let me put the hands
Is that
above the
auto-tune?
sensor?
Yeah.
That one too. Like a whole band of future instruments.
Introduce them to Flash and Bumblebee. Oh my god, you could be this world's John Williams.
Bruh.
I need a choir.
Bruh. All I know is the tenor sax part goes like this. Just fill in the rest with your imagination.
So, how is there?
I think that's a sousaphone.
Could I roll a perception check to see how much of this conversation I can discern through my show?
I thought it was his music over there.
I'm gonna say.
No.
I'm gonna say. Well, okay. So yes, we can. Roll a perception check at disadvantage.
Fair. 13.
So you don't get specific details because you would never betray your craft
Very focused.
by giving less than your all to this performance.
With a perception of 13, you do notice Drin's foot tapping.
But you get the general play of things. That there's kind of an exchange of information, what looks like an agreement between the two parties, and you definitely get the sense that on both sides, people are just trying to puzzle each other out a little bit.
So, we can plan on that. What's what time? How late is it in the day at this point?
Afternoon, we went to the. We went to the souvenir shop early in the morning. Well, no, we went to the place with the dragon.
Yeah, the place.
So maybe like just before dinner.
Sorry. Say that again.
No,
What time
he
is
said
it
it's
approximately?
midday because
Mid-afternoon.
there's no.
Mid-afternoon tomorrow.
Well, right. No. What are we? What time is it right now?
Oh, right now it's
Ish.
Mid-afternoon.
mid-afternoon. Yeah.
Okay. Would you want to talk further details and share, compare notes, so to speak, right now, or would you prefer we set another time to talk particulars of our
Let's say this
endeavor?
this time tomorrow at the Silvered Vintner.
Sounds good to me. I don't know if it's going to be tonight or tomorrow night, but if you want to see me punch some rich guy's face in, that's going to happen at the Great.
Not me though.
No.
Okay.
There's an infinite money hack, actually.
Wait, are you the golden guy?
As long as your name's not Argo Belfast, I think you're going to be okay.
I would never be called a guy if I could help it.
Honestly, I just couldn't remember the rest of the guy's name. The
Oh,
golden,
yeah.
I thought Golden Garb. I'm pretty sure that was
Golden
it.
Balls.
Golden Bell.
Dennis.
Bell. I feel like Trent would remember that, but
When you say Argo Belfast, I'm going to be punching Argo Belfast.
Here's hoping. Unless he
consensually.
backs out.
Where is this?
The great.
They both know what they're signing for.
It's a little seedier.
I'm not sure where.
So there's a
That
Just
is-
such as no thinking like we're just like waiting from outside his house and
there's an
then
inn
jump at
called
him.
the Great Club.
I see.
Yeah, tell him Zeke sent you.
It's all in all.
I heard he cheats a bit though, so we'll see how it goes.
Got pocket sand.
Well, all's fair in love and war and fighting pits, perhaps.
Yeah.
Do you want cheap too, Zeke?
That's a good point.
Hmm?
You want cheap?
I mean, yeah, obviously.
Clear.
I'm not gonna let some rich Serge art snob with.
He's ready to give you enough clearance for you.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna let some golden nads beat me in a fighting pit.
So we'll discuss more in detail tomorrow. Maybe share a bit more information. Anything? I'm so sorry. We've been sitting here this whole time. Would you like anything to eat or drink?
Yeah.
Sure.
I was a bit too hasty in getting to the conversation. She waves Engurk over, and he is not paying attention.
And I'll say, Heisel. Do you want to eat?
I would love to.
He like snaps out. He goes, "You're hungry? Yes, yes."
Starving.
He goes and he looks down and sort of is like, "Oh, would you like food and drink?" And Rich just sort of nods and waves, and he gathers up dishes and mugs and starts hurrying and filling your table with food and beer, and puts some in front of Rich as well. And she just reaches into her pocket and hands him some money.
Before Heisel sits down to eat, she stands right in front of the two people and just bows dramatically. Thank you.
Yes, so I was telling Mother. Yeah.
Oh no, that's all the payment I need.
So anyway,
Just
Start
love
blast.
applause.
but Engurk very happily applauds. He loved it. It was
Make a charisma check to make them
the
clap
new
more.
the new best show that he's seen.
The new.
One day I'm gonna roll great in this tavern.
I feel like you've rolled really solid.
I got a 15 on my first one.
I thought you got like upper teens at least.
15.
Mid-teens.
Mid-teen.
Yeah.
I think it was
It's
15.
a
You'll get there.
We'll get there.
This is lore bard
I
history
keep
check
messing up
levels.
the intro, so.
Well, it's
We'll get
the show is wonderful. You're just adapting to the culture. Anyway, so yes, you can all enjoy the food and drink on Rich. Meet her tomorrow.
Take it off my plate.
Anything else that you wanted to discuss?
Do you have any difficult to find sweets that we could have? I hear that rare candies will let us level up.
I don't know why, but that makes me irrationally angry. The table.
While we have that boat, we should swim along the shore a bunch of times up and down
Right.
until
Yeah.
we just get more of these candies.
We can glitch the game.
Oh, did you have a place in mind that you wanted to start the search?
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, we know.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Our first stop would be Spipcase.
We need a boat. That's the short answer.
The short answer.
That seems doable. Yes,
I would request that you start.
just the one boat.
Depends how big it is, I
just-
suppose.
How many people
Jordan?
fit on a boat?
What were you gonna say?
Just start making. I imagine a caravan back to Still is something you can't put together immediately.
Unless you're really looking enterprise, and future focused, and you want to fund this guy's invention of a flying balloon that carries people.
That is where I do know a great business purchase opportunity.
It uses
They're
fire.
about to sell the most felt they've ever felt in their entire life.
Why is it felt now?
Because when it fails, he can like come back with like. The
Seems like it would get heavy in the rain.
Yeah.
Like using hot air to make it float.
Mm-hmm.
Don't those tend to burn up into? I've
Highly-
seen small models and they
highly
don't end well.
overreported. Very.
Over-reported.
Have you made something like this before?
Yes.
Alright.
Nope.
Balderdash.
I did do this for a 6th grade science project.
Oh, man. Jordan is no longer sure if he did this for 6.
I did do it.
Well,
It's
it's
I'm
a
not
scale.
rolling
It's a
to see
spirit
if she
line.
figures out. Yeah.
I rolled a
There's a
7.
clear implication to the question.
Yeah.
There's a clear line of deception being
Yeah.
made here.
10.
10. She. Well, I admire the enthusiasm. Tell you what. How much would you need for a model?
They gave you a price for sure last time.
Yeah, the price they gave me times 200 square feet to make like a cat-sized hot air balloon.
Okay.
Or
So like
square
just
Yeah.
like, but you are trying to just give her like an
This is how-
appropriate estimate.
Yeah, this is
of-
how much it would cost.
Sure.
Yeah.
I forget. Like I'm not sure entirely how much that would be. Let's say that number was like.
Like 5 gold per square yard. Oh, that's gonna be less than that.
I think it was 1 gold per square yard.
Yeah.
So let's say 20 gold.
Yeah.
20 gold for a model. Do you... Let me put it this way. She eyes up the table. If you would build a model and then build a larger one, would you all actually go in it?
Oh, I would.
Start cataloging. The
Somehow that
healing
doesn't surprise me.
syringes that would be-
What about... And she just looks over specifically at you two.
I mean,
Yeah, so then we go way back.
boats have never let us down. I'm just saying. They're pretty reliable.
I will say boats sink. I've seen big boats float.
This would not sink. I can promise you that.
You'll be taking it over water, you know.
That's. I promise you, it will not sink. Even if it's in the water, which it won't be, because it'll be in
Well,
the air.
I was actually going. I mean, if we are flying, we do not need to go by sea. We just go over land.
True.
So probably won't sink into the ocean. You're right.
Cannot sink.
I know
Sounds like a
nothing
great
about
time.
flying.
If,
Sounds like BS. Honestly, I don't believe he can do it. He says he can do it.
She's
I mean, if,
she's asking
Just saying. People.
yes or no.
If we,
I would rather take a horse. A Clydesdale, I suppose.
how long have guns been around for in this world?
Longer than you've been alive.
Okay. What about electricity?
Electricity has been around.
Just, it doesn't be exact. Just
Yeah, but it's
have I
like.
seen any significant advancements in the time I've been alive?
Oh yeah, for sure. So the Tavern or the Fairthane Geniocracy
Run by a bunch of genies.
give a.
Geniocracy.
Let me see here.
Just,
Oh, have I not pulled these?
I was
over?
sure to I'm in the mood to help you, dude.
government like me.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Pay your taxes.
Okay, so the
Such a good.
Verthane was sort of founded on the idea of of innovation and modernization, and that happened 150 years ago. So in that time, so for the past 150 years, everywhere you've lived, there has been the increased use of electricity and technology.
And I'll say, well, I mean, if we get a trial run, and this thing doesn't look like it's about to plummet out of the sky, or would you say they blow up?
Well, from what I've seen, you use fire to heat the air, but you heat that in.
This can be mitigated with a quick release harness and parachutes.
What?
It's a parachute.
It's not something we're gonna
Pair of shoes.
Because that was, I mean, if we fall, we got no backup plan. We're
They
just-
Well,
can be dangerous.
we can have a backup plan.
They can be dangerous. Boats and horses can also be dangerous.
they can sink, they can be attacked.
How many monsters fly?
At least one.
It's preservation.
Lots.
Doesn't matter for teleportation.
Yeah, do you think they'd...
I don't know if more fly
If
than
I
walk.
jump out of the air,
What about swim?
I teleport the last 10 feet.
Well, there's a
great
reason that
question.
we don't sail
Just
out
tell
to
them
the
this
Baleen
preservation
Wall
Break my legs a little bit sooner.
ever.
Does it?
Has anyone ever sailed out to the
Misty
Baleen Wall?
step physics-based question.
Well, actually, we'll wait till after.
They have.
We'll wait till after.
Bayleaf Erickson.
'Cause I can only
right
take
there.
myself anyway.
You could test this.
They
theory.
have.
Can't
It's rare.
off a
It's
roof.
I don't
they're
think I would
rare
test
and
I
Dangerous.
might test it.
dangerous and
Jump off a 20
rarely profitable.
Misty step 10
Um,
feet down. See how it goes.
It's
If you
more.
take
It's more
damage,
a matter
don't
of
work.
There you go.
exploration and saying you did it anymore than it has been rewarding. The wall has. They haven't been able to get anywhere close to sufficient supplies to try something like scaling it.
It's because they started in the water.
Could be.
You don't need the sword for that, do you?
To cut a wall?
I don't know. How big is this wall?
Yeah, who's seen the
I've
I
seen
mean,
it.
these people sound like your Christopher Ohio guy who found Ohio.
Christopher.
Whatever.
I understand that his name being the capital of the state is confusing.
The funniest
I
part
think it
is,
might be-
Christopher
actually-
Cologne.
Actually, that one...
I think it's
that
a different
one-
Columbus, though, right?
Actually, that
I
one-
don't know that it.
I think it is.
Actually, that one makes complete sense to me, given the fact that our, capital city of Vantour is named after the last name of a family. So, yeah, that one tracks.
Wait,
Sound
did
makes
I
sense.
not get that right? Is that right?
No, it's.
I thought it was Colombo.
I thought that they were
yeah.
a cast-off family of the Banquos, that they were like worse cousins.
According to
next
Wikipedia, it was named after Christopher Columbus. All right,
Yeah.
we got to change the
Christopher
name of
Columbus.
Columbus, Ohio now.
to Cologne.
Problematic. So
To the question,
Yeah,
I'm
the
down
sword.
to try it. I would just like to know that if one thing doesn't go wrong, that what we're trying to do and all of us die with it.
we won't.
I don't want to die.
I can make a
That's
wheel.
not a lot of assurance, though.
No, how many? Look at all this.
Tell you what, the group is undecided enough that I'm willing to at least see you try. And she'll pull out some coins and 25 gold. Do a good job.
Wow.
I have a new idea.
We leave with 25 gold.
This was the most profitable conversation.
Just,
So worth.
yeah, you're not gonna lose this fight, right?
Oh man.
That's
I got my money that I need to make back. Investing.
There's a question about Misty Step mechanics, I think.
We're at after try.
Not
That's an after.
not
This is an
important
after
in
the
this
session
moment,
question.
That's for sure.
Oh, yeah, but you teleport. Why don't you just that thing you do with the chair? Why don't you just do that and go to still?
That's only 60
what?
feet.
Why
I
so
could. So
specific?
what I
30
could
feet.
do.
That seems
Why so
needlessly.
Unless you're-
specifically
yeah.
30 feet?
Yeah.
You guys live in a simulation world. I'm sorry. I just play by the rules.
I'm gonna punch you in the face. It's a simulation.
It's a good
So you're saying nothing
simulation
any
world,
matters.
too. Right. I mean,
But if your concern is getting to still, why exactly do you want to get to still?
I mean, if you see if a semi deity or whatever these things are shows you the council and gives you an opportunity and says go here, I think you go there. Following the only thread I've had to do something.
It's not a bad idea. Why can't you just teleport there?
That's what I was saying.
Again, I can only go 30 feet. I have willed, so the way it works mechanically with myself is that I just and then I go.
But you didn't go that
I can
time.
see.
Yeah.
Huh? No, I did. It was just very quick.
Want to do it again?
Yeah, I can. But I've tried looking like a mile away, and I just end up 30 feet.
Is it
Have you
just-
tried asking very nicely?
Yeah.
Have you tried asking not so nicely?
No.
Here's my gun.
Do it.
Does the how you put it, semi-deity
Yeah.
wants you to go there?
Seems like it.
Couldn't they take you there?
You know what?
They're a dick.
Yeah. They definitely could. They're choosing to actively not be helpful beyond the shred of power that they did give me. Some direction or even advice that we are on the correct path would be phenomenal.
Just saying.
Yeah, I don't know. But, yeah. It doesn't have my best interest in mind. We'll put it that way.
Few rarely do, other than yourself. Well then, the model. How long is tomorrow? Fast enough?
Is there...
Well, you look at me. I'm not. He can't help you.
Well, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Try to have it done by then. If not, have it done the
for
next
balloon?
day. I'm
Yeah,
sure
no,
that'll be
it's
fine.
already- It's already done. Yeah, no, I got you. In my mind, I've thought
Figuratively.
about it. Yeah, I've got to start the last 90%, but I got the first 10% planned out.
Do you need some help?
We even have a banner for it.
Oh, for the final model?
Yeah,
That's exactly what the Great wants. Advertisements.
exactly. What if I told you could send a message to
Well, it's
everyone
just
in
an
the city at the
advertisement for
same
me.
time?
Well, yeah.
Revolutionize the
Oh
industry.
no, I was thinking we could like sew it onto like the balloon itself.
Or we could have it wave in the wind behind
Are
you.
you a fan of propaganda? Well,
Yeah.
have we got a tool for you?
Yeah. People are going to question the magic flying sky balloon? I don't think so. They're going to say that says buy whatever you sell. They'll go buy it.
You see her like actually starting to really think about this.
Yeah. Look, 25% or 25 gold as a seed fee is not bad. You can be a part owner in the venture. We'll talk tomorrow. You think about how valuable infinite money is to you. I'm sure we can find terms that we agree on.
Jordan, we could use infinite money.
It's not. You don't want to be the one who's making it. Gets the money from the other people, because then it's going to take us like 20 years to turn a profit, but we keep taking their money. 'cause it
Excuse me?
shows. Well,
Jordan, you're on the wrong end of capitalism.
I'll tell you later. Nah, we got
if
this.
you want to
You've
be
lived
in
here
the
for too
system, you
long.
want to be on the other side of the system.
No, we want to be. I'll tell you.
Totally not.
I don't know.
We want to be a live service company. All right.
With a lot of maintenance.
Yeah, what the hell are you talking about?
Anyway, anything else?
Whatever happened to your crew?
Oh, yeah.
Well, they split. In
Yeah, she pieced on
Korea.
out.
Yeah,
They split in Korea.
they went to Corette, and I came up here.
Muscle boys.
You know, they went in to deliver the rest of the
Yeah.
Greystone, and then we were like, all right, I guess they're dead now.
So how did they deliver you the money that they got for delivering that? Was it? I thought that they were like Rich's crew. Rich
No.
Rich just along for the ride?
No, she was, I believe, funding that crew. They exchanged. You saw them sort of have some exchange
At the-
before they went into the city, and then she
Yeah,
split.
She like talked to us.
I know this was only like 10 days ago,
Yeah,
but it
not
feels
very
like it's
long.
been a year.
Yeah.
Does she look like she's tired?
No.
Okay.
She had a delicious mushroom snack. She's great.
Yeah, she got temp HP. She
Nice.
didn't get temp HP.
I didn't either. That I know of.
All right. So with that, I'll finish up the meal, and Rich will bid you adieu. After that, I think we'll end here for tonight. What would you guys like to do at the beginning next session?
Fight Club?
Fight Club.
Is there any?
That's tonight.
Yeah. So if there,
I also would do a pre-Zeke bout if there is understudied fights happening.
yeah.
I'll punch a stranger. Let's
Yeah,
do this.
so if you all are, especially if you're just sort of hanging around, actually probably
Well, I'll definitely stop back by my place because
Yeah.
I told everyone to get as much information as they could on Argo while they were out and about. In particular, how he fights and what he, like basically what he does.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I would check in with them beforehand. I also need to check in with Drent about a theoretical sash that makes me harder to hit.
It's a good sash.
And whether I need to spend some
Has it been
time
cured?
admiring it for a bit.
Nah.
Or if it immediately is
I just gotta
helpful.
give it to
Is
you. And it'll last a
there
while.
is there like a quarter staff thing where it's like it's a weapon, but it's not like a weapon? Because it turns out like mechanically everything I do is weapon based.
No, so there would be, but in
Not at the great.
not in the great. It's just fisticuffs.
That's it's only the okay now. It's not that great.
I feel like if you were in a 2v2 fight, though, you could do a lot of maneuvers.
And we can see
Turns out those still also say weapon attack for the most part.
we can see like maybe for the sake of a
A sparring fight
like
this.
fighting pit thing, we allow those just to make it a little less restricted in the ring.
Unarmed attack, not technically a melee weapon.
No, you have to like it's only for like specific classes where your fists become melee weapons.
That's so whack.
Yeah.
Even raging says strength weapons.
Heisel will also be offering some Heisel assist.
Yeah. Well, and we can get to all that next week because if we're going to do the fight next week, we'll do all the mechanical prep next week. You can think about the stuff you'd like to offer, but don't make it more convoluted than your character would have in the day. I think I'm going to say at least Kevin, for the sake of the fight pit, we'll say your fists are melee weapons.
Yeah, I only actually can't use precision attack in there. So that I can use bait and switch and parry still. So that's a decent chunk of it.
Yeah.
Precision attack.
But so I guess the one that seems weird that I would be like, can I use this in there? Is my rage damage bonus. Can I punch harder while I'm angry?
I'll say yeah.
All right, cool.
I will.
Feels right.
I will want to work on the balloon. I'm also probably gonna try and
8.
I might try to hang around the Silvered Vinter and see if I can hear any gossip about Rich and what she may have been doing in the city
Sure.
the last couple days.
Sure.
I'll hang out with Jordan and I'll balloon
My
and stuff.
plan for how to conduct the information exchange with Rich is basically one fact about the doll at a time that we know. So like I'll say something like
It's spelled
there are
PH.
many doll in the world, or sort of back and forth, one little factoid at a time, and so the information exchange never gets dramatically out of parody and sort of
Sure.
Yep.
I would like to look at guns just to see what's available. I probably can't afford any of them, but I would like
Five-finger
to
discount.
see what more like a charisma discount. And then also potentially, I don't know if this is even something that exists in Bantor, depending on how they run things, but basically looking into the Sanctuary Arc members and how they've been, I want to say, voting which then I mean they even vote on things, or they even have a record of that, or maybe even then they're kind of documented thing. What motivates them, and what kind of things that they're currently, what kind of initiatives they're currently working on.
Sure. Yeah. So there's not going to be
Records of voting.
Yeah, there's not going to be like public voting records like you could find for Congress and such.
Okay.
Not quite that much informational freedom, but they would, have the initiatives that they're trying to push publicly, just as a matter of that's how they end up doing things.
Yeah. So they want to know that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they're not. It's not the society is present group feelings excluded. The country as a whole has a pretty favorable opinion of the CRTR because they've done a pretty good job of the country has just continued to grow and continued innovation has continued. So they're not generally having to really it's not, there's no not a general sense of tyranny on average.
Sure. Largely, for not entirely, but to a large extent, I'm mostly just looking for which ones, if more than one, are supporters of the use of the word.
Sure. Yeah. So if you're just looking for that piece of information, you could, just go get a feel from the average citizen, and probably get a feel for other common pushes throughout the city. But if you want more information, especially if you're trying to figure out are any of them do they have hidden plots or anything, that's probably going to take a more concerted effort and take a chunk of time,
Sure.
a full day.
If we're here for another day, I have nothing better to do, so I might look into that a bit. Sure. But Drain gets involved in local politics.
There we go.
The third thing I would like to look into is reassessing my views on Tabernacle Empire, because everyone I've met from there isn't a barbarian, which is so weird.
It's weird.
But
Aren't they though?
but there's things, flukes happen.
Right.
So there's still.
Maybe that's why they're here.
I watched that movie, and sometimes it seems normal, and then barbarian thing takes a weird twist.
Jordan, the one thing that I would say to you is that you mentioned two things. You said you wanted to work on this Model 4 balloon, and you want to sort of somewhat stake out the silvered vintner.
Maybe stake out's the wrong term. I am trying to figure out. So she's a person from another country whose fashion likely clashes enough to draw attention.
Sure.
I
I
imagine.
think
Yeah.
gaining information and building a model balloon are two things that will very much take up at least the whole evening.
Mm-hmm. That's yeah.
So I'll
that
just
makes
say,
sense.
pick one.
Yeah. I'm gonna say gather information.
Interesting. I was gonna vote balloon.
We got forever. I've got the tarp. The
you
tarp's
could-
not going away.
I think Rich is easy to read. Rich just wants generic power and knowledge.
Yeah, but she wants to do something with this sword.
I don't even think she knows what she wants to do with this sword
I'm telling you,
exactly.
She does.
She doesn't know what the sword does.
She wants to use it on something.
Do you want to work on your balloon and delegate Heisel?
That could work. That could work. Your insight and perception are much better suited for that task mechanically.
Mechanically. Yeah.
Mechanically.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I will work on balloon, and I will beg Heisel to go find out if the person that we're trying to work with is trustworthy.
Heisel's happy to help, and also we'll just ask, I guess off screen, just you're gonna fill me in on everything that was
Yeah.
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 yeah, because we're best friends.
Of course.
You might miss the fight though if you go to information gather.
What?
Would she?
There's probably
it's
so
just
it,
a
it is,
I was assuming we would have time. I
yeah.
thought-
So at this point
Have a
it's
beer.
early evening. We'll say. I mean, that was probably like realistically, that was probably a fairly long conversation. So we'll put you at like mid-evening. You have say 3 hours until the fight.
Yeah.
You would get word that that Argo Belfast is looking for a fight this evening. Either this evening or tomorrow evening.
The question is, go at him this evening?
Actually, strike that. You would find out that Bertheo has scheduled the fight for tomorrow evening.
That's what I was wondering, was the aspect of for him for hype and getting enough people there.
Yeah, exactly.
I figured he would want the extra time. But would I find out that Argo would be fighting this upcoming evening or not?
Oh. Can I fight him?
Sop him up.
I'll be your scouting mission.
Yes, dude.
Show me your moves.
We'll bet on Argo to show that we're not fixing the fights.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Did you take a fall?
He is not going to be fighting tonight.
Okay, not at all.
Well, not there at least. We can go find him.
Well, we could still go. Reese could go fight, and we could still watch him fight.
That's true.
If Reese wants to get a fight in on the previous evening, and that way I could ask around about Argo's fighting style at the pit. See if there's anybody there who had fought him.
Was it just this morning that I had my brief conversation with Sweet? The morning of today,
Yeah,
I
because
think
I
it
was
was.
dreaming. Because it
You took the blade off.
Yeah.
entered.
And then you said you're going.
And then
Back
I had
to
a
being
fun little
quick.
pink spot in my dream. That's fun. That happens sometimes.
That's right.
Yep.
She was like, "Don't put the knife back on me." He said,
I'm
"What?"
gonna
Just
house
little-
train my cult creating backpack.
Yeah.
Why do
Sick
you think,
'em.
why do you think I bought a bunch of games?
Right.
Oh my god.
I like it.
If you're good, we play chess today.
Incredible.
Hold on. I
was
also
a little nervous when you bought all those games.
with that in mind and just knowing that the adventure has been much more compressed time, I do wonder if at this point, especially after what happened to Jordan, someone isn't just like, sure, there's a lot of games you're buying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's fair.
True.
Sus.
You would be had
Liza
this,
would be
had
if
that
she was
had
there.
those two occurrences in real life been
Yeah,
close enough.
so close to each other. All right, cool. So that gives us quite a bit to look to do next time. But for now, I will end it here. Thank you all for whoever's watching. All right, see you all next time.
Bye.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Malio 0.
Really?
So the